We are just chatting for now. I apparently have the questionable habit of forgetting to how do I say this? I forget to turn my mic on so everything's actually functional, which is quite funny and very, very useless. So sometimes I do start talking and then realize, oh, I actually need my mic on. So, how's everyone going? Okay, I was gonna be like, not gonna lie, I accidentally closed the chat, so I have no idea where chat is. But let's have a look. Cool. I think everything's functional now. Really don't like staring at myself while I do this. So I'm gonna open this up. And I did say something about having to finish at a particular time, but that's no longer applicable. Mostly because, you know, what happened. So we're just gonna ride this out for the time being. How is everyone? I'm trying to figure out like a good height to have the mic. Also, I feel like I should have brushed my hair because I had time to actually like, gather myself and clean myself up, but I did not do that. I plopped and read the epilogue of Apothecary Diaries. So, hi, tired. Maybe you should head to bed. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea if you went to bed. It would be very helpful and possibly very, very healthy if you went to bed. I know what times you sleep. Oh my god, that sounds so creepy without context. I I know that you barely sleep. That is probably not healthy. The bitrate functional? Oh, the bitrate is kind of functional. Kind of functional, kind of functional. I'm not a stalker. I'm not a stalker. I'm not a stalker at all. I just am somewhat parasocial. And so I do chat to everyone and do have a rough like reference of who's scheduled when for. I'm very confused. Doesn't matter where I put the mic. Are we really picky? Angle is bothering me. It's tilted down. Are you fine with the mic over here? I don't like when it's in my face because it really, really bothers me for some reason. Yeah. Anyway, also I figured out the whole thing that I was told not to read. Courtesy of Nick, thank you for letting me know what that meant. And I'm so lucky that I'm so dumb that it actually didn't hit me of what it could possibly mean. Always, always sitting and spinning. I want to hold on to something. I'm just in a very wiggly mood right now. Give me a second. How sorry are you? Get the list of names out. What do you mean? What do you mean the list of names? There's a list? See, I'm not so stupid to accidentally say things. What is the list? Can someone fill me in on? Also, I don't really want to ping Discord again, but I'll probably chuck in general. Hey, after numerous technical difficulties, I'm streaming again. I feel bad for pinging everyone, but I kind of know that's what they're there for. Hope I don't look as ratty as I feel. Fit check. Cool. Fit check. Want to see me in my pajama pants? Sure. Fit check. I'm in comfy pajama pants right now and a top because there's not a lot to see. Oh, and socks. I learnt the thing not to shove my feet on the internet. So that is the fit check. Anyway, oh, hey. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, more or less, my evening's been great. I think we've tried to stream twice or three different times because it kept crashing on me. And I'm hoping that it will stop crashing. The noise gate keeps making you cut out of it. Help, what does that mean? The noise gate keeps making you cut out of it. What does that mean, Nick? Does that I need more grammar from that. Today is just gonna be just chatting because it turns out I did not like Journey at all. Yes, that was not fun. We're just gonna yap for the time. I feel like I've yapped my. I don't have much to say because like, oh, it's a mic filter that this thing. Hi, what's up? So is there an issue with audio or not? Yes or no? Hi, I'm gonna do the spiel I do every time I have a new chatter. Hi, my name is Shay. I built a PC last week. I'm not on my current PC because my current PC is being a pain in the ass with the BIOS and downloading Windows. So I'm on someone else's PC. I'm not from Korea. I'm not from Korea. I do want to know what made you think that I'm from Korea though. Very interesting. I like seeing where people assume I'm from and why. But no, I'm not Korean. Definitely Asian though. As if it's not obvious. Gotta figure out the keyboard I'm using for my PC setup. I'm still using like a really crappy keyboard. It's like, it's a keyboard. It will do for now, but it's not, the most. I need to stay in center frame. It's a horrible habit that I wiggle about. But is so I think it's okay, so is this making it better or worse? Is this better? Do we like this more? Are we a fan of this? Is that okay? Are we mad at the audio right now? I'm trying to have it so you guys don't have to see all the mess in the background, but like, I don't think that's gonna happen, to be honest. I think that's good. Okay, so removing the pop filter, I think it's a pop filter, made it slightly better. Okay, also it's less imposing visually, which I do like. Not me just waving around my lip balm. Yeah, that's a pop filter. I don't know whether I need to get one for my mic, to be honest. I was looking at them, but my mic, I ordered one recently, and, it's white because my whole setup's white, but I can't find a white pop filter. First world problems, but, I'm picky, so I'm just going to leave the pop filter off for now. I have a rough idea what a pop filter does, but I'm not 100% sure what a pop filter does. So we're going to, we're going to learn as we go. Anyway, let me check something. Oh, we're almost at 300 followers. I know I shouldn't be like screaming about my metrics, but it is progress, which is something I care for. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Is that all the way to the edge of the screen? I think it is. Okay, cool. Pop filter is a mesh screen face microphone to reduce popping sounds caused by the plosive consonants like P and B. I see. Honestly, with the lack of people here, I feel like I'm just yapping to Nick right now. If anyone's wondering and they're new here, Nick is one of my lovely moderators. He actually does most of the admin stuff for my Twitch, Discord, and apparently YouTube now. Hey, it's not my fault. You're not chatting, so how would I know that you're here? I know there's a tab I can click and have a look at everyone, but that's kind of creepy, so you gotta talk to me so I know you're here. Also, I do appreciate that it's like, what time is it for you now? What time? Like 2 in the morning? 2 in the morning for you? I do appreciate that you are here, but it's nice when you talk to me. Ooh, I see. Fuck, 3 a.m.? The tab isn't always entirely accurate either, to be fair. See, I try not to have my viewer count on because it, like, one, looking at my metrics is never enjoyable, and two, as one does. I stay away from that thing. I try not to compare myself, which isn't good because it makes me really out of touch with the community, and like I don't go out of my way to engage with it, so I don't know the norms. But also, it doesn't make me feel as crushed when I realize, oh, I'm doing this well, I'm doing this shitty, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, more or less. I need to learn these things. Generally better to avoid looking at metrics. Except I do it a lot anyway. Very hypocritical. That amount of hypocrisy cannot be healthy at all. Do as I say, not as I do. I don't know if I should trust you at all. But yeah, more or less. I have a to-do list. I'm slowly making... Oh, thank you for following me. How we doing? So this is my third attempt at streaming tonight because my PC crashed. Well, PC that I'm borrowing. That crashed. And I had to restart the stream. And this is the third attempt. I was playing a game prior, but I don't know whether the game crashed it, but I wasn't really enjoying the game, so now we're just yapping. Journey said no. Yes, indeed, Journey did say no. Oh shit, I did not read that. See, last time we had someone who was ultra specific about their username. It was like, I love poking belly buttons. They joined the server, they went into the not safe for work channel, and they released, you know, all their not safe for work stuff. If you join my server and you go into the not safe for work channel, please keep it wholesome. We don't do not safe for work imagery. We have not safe for work conversations though. And actually, with the not safe for work imagery, what rule do we have on that? I need to change the rules. That was on my to-do list. Because I sent a photo of a Subway sandwich. I don't think that's technically not safe for work, so I should be fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. the subway is wholesome. See, I think the subway is wholesome. I just think it alludes to something that's not wholesome, you know? But yeah, who's a huge fan or what? Are you the belly button guy? Or what are we a huge fan of? But yeah, more or less, our not safe for work 18 plus channel is very, very wholesome. And we don't do visual not safe for works. But apparently my Subway sandwich, I thought it was not safe for worky enough to be like in the 18 plus channel. Someone in the 18 plus channel, I think it was Nick, he was like, why is this in the 18 plus channel? And I felt like it was very obvious. It's a sandwich and there's white stuff squirting out of it onto my hand. So I felt like that was very self-explanatory, but apparently not. And then from there, we had an explosion of, what's your Subway sandwich order? Nick is too pure. Bullshit. We definitely do need to redo the rules. That is on my to-do. Oh, while we're here. Can I make someone a moderator? I can't make someone a moderator if they're not here, right? That is... Wait. Let me double check something so I don't do something silly. I have brain cells. I swear I have brain cells like 30% of the time. Crap. I'm looking for something. Sorry, that was really close to the mic. I do that when I'm thinking. I'm double checking something. It's a really dumb thing to message someone and double check when I'm 99% sure, but I don't really want to fuck up. Just make sure you get the right username. Oh? Thank you. I just needed to double check something because I didn't want to do something incredibly stupid. Well. It's gonna work. I did. No, I did not spell that right. Holy shit. Okay, let's spell things right before we random people are moderator. Did it work? Hey, okay, I did it. I did it. I don't know, it would have been funny. Let's not make random people our moderators. Oh shoot, sorry, I'm playing with the mic again. I need something to play with. I can't sit here without my hands busy. It drives me insane. Okay, let's Nick's been banned again. Also, if you're wondering, for some reason, Stream Elements doesn't actually ban people, so it's a lovely running joke that we just ban people left, right, and center. And yes, I'd rather not make random people my moderators. It's a preference. Also, yeah, it's definitely Nick 90% of the time. Also, I think it's a bit too aspirational tonight, but I really want to see if I can ride it out until 300 followers. It's 6 followers. Realistically, I could. Can I make a goal for that? Your follow goal. Oh, okay. Thank you for following. We're a tiny step closer. I don't know how long that's actually going to take. I was going to be like, I'll go to sleep after 300 followers. But that sounds like a dumb idea because that could take forever and I would like to sleep before midnight tonight. Oh, it can ban people, or it just needs to be modded. Okay, can we keep it as is? Because I enjoy when you guys meme each other back and forth. Anyway, how is everyone's evenings going? How is everyone's days? Because I asked how everyone's day was going, like the vibe, but what did everyone actually get up to today? The way I set it up won't do that. I know. Architects, I see. Anyway, what did everyone do today? I feel like I've yapped enough about my day already, but I went to a convention. I was supposed to cosplay because I like cosplaying at most of these conventions. It was way too hot to cosplay, but apparently not too hot to wear jeans. I wore jeans. I went to the cosplay repair station. I cut my jeans off and made shorts. So that is like a lovely summary. Oh, and I brought things I probably didn't need to buy. What? Oh, wait, what? You spilt bleach all over your... How did you do that? Were you cleaning or are you clumsy? Because I do worry, you know. Also, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick, for dealing with the VOD stuff that I don't want to deal with. I mean, yes. I've just been putting up with my COVID cough. It's being worse. I hope you get better. I hope someone's taking care of you. I remember having COVID and I hated being alone during COVID. It made me feel awful. I was cleaning, adding some bleach and put on a high. I hope it didn't get anywhere it shouldn't have. Please stay safe with cleaning supplies. How did your PC die? Temp? Okay, so I'm not gonna lie when I say I don't know, and the only reason the PC started up again was literally because we turned it on and off. Everyone was like, don't turn it on and off on the Discord server because like if something's happening, you're gonna fuck around with it more. I turned it on and off. Nothing happened. It was fine. So yeah, I don't really know what happened, to be honest. My household got COVID all at the same time. No bans, I think. Please make sure that, you know, your foot stays okay. But yeah, I remember getting COVID in like 2021 and I was just kind of shoved into one bedroom. Food was like left outside the door, like, you know, a prison. It was actually pretty good experience, not gonna lie. Like during COVID, I had a great time. Not when I had COVID, but during COVID, I was probably the fittest and probably the happiest I was, like in like a good chunk of my like high school experience. I got all my shit done. I did all my schoolwork at like the ass crack of dawn so I could rot all day. COVID times were a fever dream, but I kind of miss it. Not saying that I want to see a lovely like worldwide pandemic, but like I do miss, you know, being able to flop at home and do everything remotely. I feel like it's less socially acceptable to do remote things, but then again, I also did miss like socializing, but it's not as if I'm going out to see many people these days, so no, 2022 to 2023 for me was like a world of suffering. I had ATAR. If you're Australian, you know what ATAR is, but that's more or less the university admission stuff. I remember that. I remember a lot of that. I would prefer not to. Also, what? When I was dying of heat today, I did have the thought while I was cutting like my jeans into shorts, I was like, I could cut all of my hair off right now. Like, it's so hot. I definitely could do it. I don't think it would suit me, but I could have. Also, I'm the fringe is growing on me. I don't think it's as awful as I thought it was. But yeah. No. We're not running the agenda of Shay go bold. We've already had this conversation. I like my hair on my head. Well, it's kind of crusty and not taken care of the best. When I say crusty, my hair is bleached. My natural hair is black and this is bleached. To get it this blonde is a miracle. And the fact that it's still attached to my head, we should be thanking my hairdresser for. But you know, let's not go bold. It's gonna happen eventually. I fear I don't have the right head shape. Thank you. I recently got it touched up. Not as in touched up again at the root, but touched up because it had some banding. So if you've dyed your hair before, sometimes it doesn't dye completely even and you have to give it a touch up. I'm going pre-Christmas to get this all done. It is so grown out. I'm figuring out what to do with my Twitch bunny, and I was gonna be like, oh, I'll just dump it towards my hair. I had a conversation with few people slash very adulty adults, and they're like, you should invest it. You should invest all the money you make on Twitch because regardless, you didn't expect to make anything from Twitch anyway, so you might as well invest it. So what I'm thinking about doing with my Twitch money thus far is I'm probably going to invest it for my future, and I'm also going to put some aside because I need to do some stuff with that money because some of that money is well deserved to some people. It has taken a beating. What has taken a beating? Do tell. My hair? Yeah, definitely. If anyone cares, my hair, this part of the hair, this has been dyed and bleached 3 times. It's still got like structural integrity. You see the videos of people who like stick their hair up like this and like it doesn't flop over. Mine still has a bit of flexibility in it. So this has been bleached and dyed 3 different times. I recently dyed it back to black for this. This has been properly bleached and dyed. See how it lacks the flexibility? So it just kind of sticks all the way up because it's quite unhealthy. But this has been bleached and dyed. It's probably like around 3 or 4, maybe 5 times. Wait, if this is 3 times, this has probably been done about 5. Where are you going to invest it though? So I'm probably going to invest it into ETFs. So via my bank, top 100 companies in Australia. It's pretty safe, slow growth, but over time it should be pretty decent. I'd love to play with the stock market more, but I'm kind of an addict when it comes to those things. I was talking to my father about it, and he's like, yeah, that's great actually. Like you should 100% get on that. You've got all the time in the world right now, so why not try like properly investing? I don't want to be addicted to looking at the stock market 24/7. That can't be healthy for me. But again, it's not bad. Also, if anyone ever like messages me in my personal life if anyone ever messages me in my personal life or like phone call and I don't respond very quickly, assume I'm asleep or my phone is dead. I have a horrible habit when it comes to like charging my devices. Although like everything I use functionally is Bluetooth. So my headphones, my phone, what else? Keyboard's not a concern yet, but functionally everything is so undercharged. It is an issue. I know I need to charge my stuff way more often. And the thing is my phone is like a 15 Pro, so I shouldn't have burnt its battery out already, but I swear it's already dead. I don't know what to do about it. My phone isn't ready to be replaced yet, so I think I might just see if I can get its battery replaced. I'm cheap. I didn't go for Apple Care, so getting its battery replaced, I might as well just buy a new phone at that point if I'm being honest. But it still feels too soon, so we're just going to ride it out. I've been living that portable charger life right now. Yeah. When my phone hits like 50, I put it on. See, because you're good about these things. I'm not. I have so many portable chargers because my phone dies so often, and everyone buys me portable chargers for like event seasons, like gifting seasons. So birthday, Christmas, Easter. I'm allergic to chocolate, so instead of like getting chocolate for Easter, I just get like money and gifts off people. But more or less, like if I'm not getting plushies from people, I'm getting portable chargers. I don't need portable chargers. I just need regular chargers. I would like to like, be like, hi, I have a tips page. If anyone tips me, I hope you know that money is going towards the charger because I have a singular braided 2-meter charger that's USB-C and that's all I have right now. And usually when I stream at home, I'm using my phone and my Mac and my iPad at the same time. And because they're all constantly dying together, I'm relying on that one charger to like alternate between it. So if you're interested in buying me a new charger for $12, please tip me. I would so appreciate it. I charge my phone when it hits anywhere between the 5% and 15%. The only time my phone has ever died was because I fell asleep watching TikTok. Mood tip. Okay, what happens if I eat chocolate? I'm allergic in a way that it won't kill me, but it gives me really vicious migraines and it makes me vomit. We don't know exactly why. We've been to the doctors about it and they're like, yeah, you just can't have it. Like, consider it an allergy. But we actually don't know why. We found this out because I was a child and I was about 4 years old. And I remember it was upcoming to Christmas. And in the middle of the night, I snuck out to the fridge and I was like, I'm going to get some chocolate. I'm going to eat some chocolate and no one's going to know. But what happened is I ate some chocolate and I don't know how long it was later, but I went back to bed. I got up again to go to the toilet and then I just started vomiting. And my parents were so confused why, but we've kind of limited it down to chocolate. We've trialed and errored it enough to figure out that it is chocolate. But yeah, that was my first experience with, like, you know, vomiting by chocolate. Hi. I love the dioramas in the back. Oh, okay. So do you want to have a look what's back there? Keep in mind, this is not my office room. My PC is being built, so I'm borrowing a not my PC. So back there we have the Lego Tranquil Garden, the Great Deku Tree, and a few other one-piece Lego sets. And then I believe that is One Piece there. I think that's JJ. Other things in this room. If I could take you around, I'd show you. We also have some old consoles. So the person whose room this is, they are a collector of the vintage consoles, and they have like the GameCube, like all the old like PS, you know, PlayStations. But yeah, in other words, yeah, chocolate said no to me. Also, hi. It is strange, but you know, if you've heard about me talk about how my body's currently functioning with like lactose intolerance, you would understand that that's not the strangest thing that I have going on right now. Are you sure it's chocolate? Okay, so we think it's specifically the cocoa in the chocolate. So I can't have a cocoa products because we've tried cross, you know, referencing through it, and we found that cocoa is the commonality between all of it. So I just kind of dodge cocoa. Which means I'm limited in a chocolate sense to white chocolate. I don't mind white chocolate, but it just kind of tastes meh if it's done really poorly. So if you're wondering with what I'm playing with right now, it's keyboard slime. It's the slime school keyboard slime. I've been playing with it lately. It's just, I don't know. I'm not really a big slime person because it's a sensory thing, but for some reason I really like this slime. I'm not allergic to anything, luckily, but I have a story about being stung by a bee for the first time, which was in year 12. Damn, year 12? You got away that long without ever being stung by a bee. That is impressive? Shocking. Impressive. I don't know. I do not know. I could not tell you. Also, my fringe is killing me. Like, I recently cut it because, you know, we love, like, midnight meltdown. It wasn't even midnight meltdown. It was like 3 p.m. in the Arvo, and I was like, I so could, so I did it, you know. But it's killing me. It's in the weird position where it's sitting over my eyes, where if it moves slightly, it just stabs me in the eyeball. Also, if you're wondering how this thing does, like, the middle thing, like, it feels very anime character with, like, the middle tuft, but it's because I have a cowlick. So realistically, this should sit over here and this should sit over here. But the cowlick wants it to go that way, so we've settled for it to be in the middle. Yeah, we're not cutting it off. I've had a fringe before, and you have to let it grow. You have to suffer for a while. My teacher was freaking out because I didn't know if I was allergic or not. I guess I'm not, but because it felt kind of nice. Can I judge you? My dearest moderator, could I judge you for a second? Also, thank you for the follow. Maybe we could get to 300 followers before I fall asleep. That would be pretty good. I have goals, I have aspirations, you know, so as one does, one must achieve their goals. Yes, I'm judging you. I know you have specific, like, 18 plus things. I know about this from, you know, the 18 plus channel, but damn, enjoying bee stings, that's a new one. Bees are like the one thing people freak out about. I was going to say spiders, but I suppose bees feel more impending and they seem scarier because they're flying at you. Because I feel like most spiders don't fly at you, so, you know, you're more or less fine. Wasps. I think wasps are worse than bees, in my opinion. I think that, fine, bees are scary, but for some reason, wasps have a scarier image. Hence, my best bee sting story is when I thought it was a fly in my neck, so I kind of pushed it to my shoulder. It wasn't a fly and it didn't feel nice at all. Spiders... Yeah, I feel like they move slower than bees, so I suppose bees are coming at your face. I don't remember my first... I remember my first bee sting, but I wasn't sure if it was a bee or wasp, to be honest. So I remember being stung by something, but that's about it. Bees are fine to me, but wasps and spiders, no thanks. Oh, what's it like with spiders in New Zealand? I know in Australia we are like famous for our spiders, but what's spiders like in New Zealand? Do tell. Also, I keep shaking the desk because I'm like, you know, jiggling in the chair. Also, if you do have channel points, make use of your channel points. Because, like, I feel like I feel like a few people who are my regulars, they don't use their channel points, and because they don't use their channel points, they just kind of like, stack. I don't know what you expect me to change for the channel points, but maybe I should like make the channel point something more motivational. What do people want to see me do for channel points? Because I feel like the stretching, the hydrating is just really basic, not gonna lie. You know what's even worse than bees? Horseflies. I'll agree with the horsefly one. Mosquitoes. I feel like mosquitoes are less painful, but like the result they leave is just itchy and it just feels horrific. I hate mosquitoes with a passion, and it's mosquito season soon in Australia. God. I always forget those point exists, so it's not you. We don't have any dangerous ones. Whitetails are probably the worst, most common dangerous spider. Fuck you. I get bitten by mosquitoes all the time. Like, I remember I was like, I don't know why, but I had like 3 mosquito bites like around my chest, and it was killing me. It was such a pain in the ass for a while. But yeah, horseflies are nuts. Yeah, I haven't been bitten by one, but I've seen someone being bitten by one, and I don't need to be bitten by one to know that it sounds like it's shit. But yeah, I need to figure out how to make my channel points more motivational. Like, I don't know. If I was watching a streamer, I don't think there's anything that I would want them to really do for channel points, But yeah, I need to play around with that. Also, what is it? We have big stretch, hydrate, and posture. I don't think anyone cares about posture, to be honest. Like, this is a good chair. I'm enjoying this chair. If you see me stream at home, you'll know that I sit my ass on this metal chair, this bright yellow metal chair. Yellow is my favorite color, so I'm not mad at the yellowness, but I'm mad at the fact that it's metal. Because when I sit, and I'm not actually sitting properly, so right now I'm crossing my leg. When I'm comfortably sitting, like, let me show you how I comfortably sit. When I'm comfortably sitting most of the time, I'm like sitting like this, I'm balancing on my tailbone. It hurts like a bitch because it's just metal on my tailbone. Hence, I appreciate this chair a lot. I really do need to look into buying a proper desk chair. All I want is streamers to have fun so I can feel less depressed by watching them have fun. Honestly, I was going to say watching me to become less depressed is funny considering how I am medically. I think that the inside thoughts are dark, but the outside expressions are not dark. So I suppose I get it to a degree. I'm sitting the same way as that. Like, you're balancing on your tailbone. That cannot be healthy for you. But also, yeah, I'm a plethora of diagnoses. Hence, personally, I don't think, I'm too... actually, that's a lie. I know I'm quite extroverted at times, and I know I'm quite talkative at times. So I can see the appeal to being here, but like, I think it's just a bit funny considering. Anyway, what time is it for everyone? I can clock the time of like the people who are regularly in my chat, because everyone who's regularly in my chat are also part of the Discord server. And if you're in the Discord server, I'm very, very active in there because, I gotta be very parasocial with everyone. But if you are not a regular, I would really like to know what time it is for you, because I want to be nosy. Also, it's really cool to see where everyone's from. For me, right now, it's 10:34 p.m. Normally I stream until midnight, but that is probably not the most feasible thing because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. However, if I do enjoy yapping, we might be yapping till midnight anyway. I suppose I'm pretty cheerful. So what, that is 3:30 in the Arvo. Okay, so that means you are west to me. I've got a rough idea. I'm not very good when it times it. It is really being Is it really being parasocial if you're becoming friends with them? See, to me it's not. But I've had the like stranger danger talk by so many of my friends in person recently. They're like, Shay, you need to stop. You need to watch out. They're going to scam you or they're going to kidnap you. I'm like, it's fine. I don't know. I am definitely the friend in my friend group who is more chronically online than the others at this point. So I do not fear Discord friends, whereas they do. Maybe it's because I'm slightly more introverted. That sounds like a lie. They are more in-person people. Oh, okay. Damn, that's early in the morning. So I'm assuming closer to North America, South America? Oh, West Coast. I see. But more or less, they're warning me about these things. I'm like, no, it's fine. Been here, done that. But I will stress that, like, if you haven't known at least one person who's been groomed via Discord, I think, like, I feel like that's a norm, which is really bad, but it kind of is a norm. DMH friends on Discord can get hacked and scared. See, I don't open links. I try not to. Netherlands, by the way, since you're curious. You did tell me that last time, and I hope you know I do clock that. Yes, I'm gonna scam you, Shade. This is a joke and sarcasm. See, I appreciate that you chucked that down because sometimes I can't pick up on that. I do really struggle. Most people here are okay. I'm being generous, but there's definitely quite a few sociopaths running around on this. Yeah, see, I don't get sociopaths. I get perverts. Like, I've been contacted by a few recently. Like, I am a student right now, so I'm not making the most money, but again, I have dignity, and my dignity does not allow me to do things for money for people privately. A few of my close friends are actually people I met online. The funny story, but the person whose house I'm in right now is someone I met online. I met them online about 2 years ago, and now I practically live here, so it doesn't always go horribly. I'm probably not the norm, I'm probably like the exception, but like, it doesn't always go horribly, and I've experienced it firsthand. It's quite hard to detect sarcasm in text, which is why see, that's why I use the tilde. If you see the way I message on Discord, I always use the tilde. I use that as a little squiggle. I use the tilde because I had an ex who was really shitty because they were very blunt, and like sometimes they would be blunt and mean their bluntness, or sometimes they'd be blunt and funny. So when they would say particular things, I couldn't tell the difference between whether they actually meant it or whether they were being sarcastic. So we started the tilde system, where you use little tilde when you're being silly, sarcastic, or funny, which is why I use it religiously. It never like came out of my system, unfortunately, but that's just what happens. Oh, perverts aren't the worst. You can deny those. There's worse than the perverts. See, I haven't experienced worse than... Oh, stalkers? Stalkers. I feel like, yeah, having a stalker probably worse, but I don't think I'm near the point to having a stalker at all. So I think I'm pretty safe. Let me have a look. Sarcasm is just the slash S at the end normally, but it might just be unks. No, that's really normal. Tone indicators, really normal. I just use my tilde thing because that's just what I kind of created. Sorry I'm playing with my hair so much. It's just looking really ratty, and I feel bad and very self-conscious about it, to be honest. You know what? If we move it all to one side, like, it can be ratty on one side of my head. Good system, yes. Yeah, I enjoy having systems like that for socializing. I have a friend, and we both have the same condition, and because we have the same condition, it's so easy to communicate. But sometimes, with people who are different than me, I struggle so hard to pick up on those small indicators. It's just a case of running into the wrong person. I had a crazy stalker for a year when I had a 600 follower Twitter account for years ago. That is scary because I know that, if we're both being honest here, we're all being honest, I know that I'm probably quite defenseless if someone actually wanted to come stalk me and meet me in person. So I am quite, I've thought about it. I think it's highly unlikely with currently how I'm doing, but I've thought about it, and that is actually a very scary, concerning thought. Also, see, Stream Elements just dropped my social. Thank you, Stream Elements. I very much appreciate that. I have to drop my YouTube because I recently created a YouTube channel. It has all my VODs and stuff. Be careful with your address versus personal info. See, I am very careful with my address versus personal info. Even if people want to send me stuff, I have a PO box set up for a separate reason that's not like Twitch related. So I'm all good for now. But yeah, I'm trying to be cautious, but I like giving people the benefit of the doubt. I really do struggle to set boundaries with people, so if they're making me uncomfortable, it takes a lot for me to message people and be like, hey, I'm feeling this way, but I do it eventually. Other things, like perverts and that, I should block them. I should block them and ban them from the server, but I'm at the point of just ignoring them, but I think ignoring them isn't enough anymore, so I'm starting to get used to doing that. It feels uncomfortable, but like, they're making me uncomfortable, so it is okay. I was thinking about adding YouTube to that, but I thought we'd wait for you to announce it first. I don't know. The VOD channel is just for archiving purposes. I'm not assuming anyone's going to dig through my VODs anytime soon. How did Hoshi go? It was really, really fun. It was really, really hot. More or less, I overheated. I cut my jeans into shorts. I brought a few things unnecessarily. Oh my god, wait, can I... Wait, let me have a look. I think there's something in here. what I brought. Firstly. Secondly, this is from the jeans that I cut up. From today's jeans that have been cut up. And I don't know what made me do this, but this is an albatross. I thought it was really cute. Handmade, and I spent $30 on it, but I think it's adorable. Also, we love handmade things because we support artists. They bought an albatross. My bag is in here. Okay, so what else did we buy? What else did I buy today? I brought some keychains. Honestly, I probably could have gone the whole day without buying any. Brought some keychains. I'll show you now. So we have a little shark. I love sharks, if you know anything about me. Have a little shark, and then I brought this cat keychain. I brought matching ones, so me and someone else has one, but orange cat and black cat. I fear I give more black cat energy. And then I brought someone else the same keychain, and oh, I brought, let me show you, on the floor. This is from my uni's like Japanese student society. Very cute. I felt like I had to because my friend was like at their booth, and I was like, oh, I should do something. But yeah, I'm giving this to someone because this is also very cute. That is what I brought. As a Native American, I've always wondered this. When Australia, that's a new one. That is a new one. So could you tell me what waffle stomping is? I've never heard of that before. It is cute. I know, and it's really soft as well. What are you gonna do with the trousers though? Were you feeling distracted? I was just overheating. So I get sensory overload a lot. I'm very sensitive to the heat. The heat especially makes me very overloaded. So firstly, I thought the original denim was really cute. This is denim that was from the mid-2000s. These were from my cousin during that time. This is really good quality denim, so I want to turn it into something, but I'm not sure what to turn it into because the fabric I actually have here is so limited. Not sure what I'm going to turn it into, but I sew and cosplay, so I definitely could turn that into something. What's the albatross's name and gender? Yeah, me too, but it's adorable. This is about how big it is, so comparatively. I haven't named it yet. Most of the things I have are definitely named and gendered. I think I'm going to give it to someone. So I'm going to let them name it. It's very cute though. I barely brought anything, just a few sticker sheets and a duck keychain. Oh, duck keychain. Send a photo on the Discord because I want to know if I walked past it. Our showers are on the roof. What am I reading? Where am I from? Okay. I see. Oh, wait, that's actually a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. The coin purse thing, not the waffle stomping thing. Why are people shitting in showers? I got questions. Why are you shitting in showers? What has led you to the point of shower shitting? Because I think that's kind of sad. I think that's... I can get people pissing in the shower. I can get it. But shower shitting is just a whole new level. You know, I don't think shower shitting should be a thing, to be honest. And I think that's kind of gross. Also, let me check what's happening. Oh, okay. Welcome to everyone who's just joined the Discord server. It's lovely to see you. I'm gonna say the same spiel I say every time. If you've joined the Discord server, you will have a light blue name tag. If you have a light blue name tag, that means you're a peasant. The Discord server is named after a kingdom. It's Shay's domain. It's my domain, where I'm the overlord, and then we have a bunch of different royal roles. Why? I went to call my friend a Discord kitten. He said no. So instead, he is a royal feline, more or less. And if you want to change your role from peasant, you can do that in roles because it's not part of the onboarding. Oh my god, those stickers are so cute. Oh, twice. And Esper. I love that. That's so cute. Also, yeah, I probably shouldn't have spent as much as I did. I think these two alone, 30 and 15, so 45. I have regrets. That's like an hour of work. So. Jesus, I probably shouldn't have done that. When you say it's kind of gross, yeah. I saw another girl in here wearing something cool and it had to explain, but it was just plain white sweater and the sleeves had denim. Ooh, I thought about that. Actually, on the topic of really cool sweaters, Shit, I'm sorry. I'm just shaking the camera. I have a few really cool sweaters here. I'll show someone. I'll show everyone at some point. But I have like some themed sweaters for like the JJK characters, etc. I think it's Megami, like the one with the stitches. I have a themed sweater for that, and it's very, very cute. But it's way too hot. I was thinking about wearing that today to do like lazy cosplaying, but it was way too hot to even think about a sweater. Anyway, but yeah, it's back to the waffle stomping. It's not kind of gross. It's really fucking gross. But I didn't really want to shame anyone if they did it. But yeah. But yeah, more or less that. But yeah. Sorry, I keep jumping from thing to thing, but Discord server, go to hashtag roles, change your role so you're not a peasant. My mind is everywhere. I'm not the best when it comes to communicating how I feel, and I just kind of connect things together and jump from X, Y, and Z. So sometimes I feel like I don't make a lot of sense to people, but know that I'm trying to communicate something, and it means something, definitely. But yeah, more or less. Oh shit, I had like 3 different points there. More or less, Discord server, change your role. Secondly, shitting in the shower. Please don't do that. That's gross. Thirdly, I have a really cool sweater and I might do the thing with the jeans because I want to use the fabric somehow. I also recently brought some fabric to do an Asa cosplay from Chainsaw Man because I saw her scars and I thought they were really pretty. Not gonna lie, I did cut my fringe to do an Asa cosplay, but I didn't commit to the sewing because I was like, I don't think I could sew this in one day because I want to work on my technical skills. I could put together a cosplay, yes, but would it be high quality? Probably not. So I cut my hair to do like her fringe, but you know, didn't end up doing that. So now I'm just kind of stuck with a fringe. As long as you don't get annoyed about people asking questions, that's not too hard to deal with. Showers are meant for cleaning, not shitting, and also crying. I don't think I've cried in the shower before, not gonna lie. I don't cry in the shower. Crying is for the bed. Crying is for the floor. Crying is for the car. I don't cry in the shower. I like feeling the tears. I like feeling the tears. A weird thing about me is the fact that if I want to stop myself from crying, I just have to pick up something reflective. Phone, camera, mirror. I just look at myself for a second and I just, stop because I realize, oh, I'm crying in this moment. Also, I stop crying because when I'm having a good cry that's not like an ugly cry, I'm actually quite pretty. I think I'm a pretty crier. So sometimes staring at myself can knock me out of crying because I'm like, oh, she's kind of cute, which sounds insane. I will admit that does sound very insane, but that is sometimes what I do to stop myself from crying. But it is very healthy to cry. You shouldn't repress your emotions. Crying should be something that most people do. But yes, you ever just lay down and pretend you're laying on the street in the rain? What are you guys doing in the shower? I hope you know that my showers take a while because I have to get in, out, because I need to put different hair products and let them soak in, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not spending enough time in the shower to like starfish on the floor and, pretend I'm, crying in the street. I'm not a cosplayer, but next time I should do the hair thing last. You're not wrong. I just had really bad impulse control that day. I felt overwhelmed. I was like, oh my god, I need to cosplay something. I need to do something because every like event, I always cosplay something, right? And I felt really guilty for not cosplaying something. I was like, fine. I'll put together a last minute cosplay. And I was like, most of the characters I was looking at had fringes. So I was like, fine, I'll cut it. Also, know that I'm so proud I was smart enough that when I was cutting my hair and pulling it taut, I cut here and not up here. Because if I cut up here, it would have been like up here and I cannot do a fringe that short again. Been there, done that. I will not do that to myself again. I do actually enjoy laying down in the shower. I don't get the appeal. First time hearing that. I just get it. I speedrun, get in and get out. My showers are like 30 minutes. Are you okay? Genuinely, are you okay? I'm concerned. My showers, if we're talking about like the total time in the water can be more than like 10 minutes, 15 tops if I'm having a bad day. But like general like period I'm in the bathroom, sometimes is about 30 minutes if it's a hair wash day. Because we got to protect the hair. We got to make sure it doesn't fall out of our head. It is very important. Also, on the topic of the hair, I'm tossing up. Right now, it's like a cool blonde color, but I'm thinking about putting yellow underneath. Firstly, I have reasons for why I want to dye it yellow. 1, iconic. A lot of girls have this color. Yellow, more iconic. 2, Bachira from Blue Lock. I like his vibe. I like his style. I think yellow, good idea. Also, yellow is my favorite color. I think it would be iconic. So I'm tossing up on that. But I don't really want to look my hairdresser in the eyes and be like, hi, I know you've put a lot of work into getting my hair this light and this cool, but I want to dye it yellow. So I'm thinking about that. I'm seeing her soon. You ever just say fuck it and pour a big glass of guava nectar? See, I haven't had guava nectar before, but my fuck it drink is cider. Pear cider, apple cider, that is my fuck it drink. Let me have a look. My showers take 30 minutes. Mine take like 20 if I'm in a rush. I just like the feeling. I've heard that people who take long showers are touch starved. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that you are touch starved, Nick. No offense. What would be yellow? Oh, so the underside. I'm not dyeing my whole head yellow, but like the underside would be yellow. I think it would be pretty. I don't know if it would match my skin tone. Not gonna lie, like my key concern with like dyeing my hair whatever colors is just whether it matches my skin tone. I'm very self-conscious about that. Very dumb thing, but I just am. I like that though, even though I've never seen it. See, because you've never seen it before. Iconic. Making a brand for myself. Actually, there is this theory called the Hollywood hair theory that unless you could like dress up as someone, that means they don't have an iconic look. Like I've seen the blonde, like the underdyed blonde before. Let's make it yellow and let's make it iconic. Let's make it iconic and let's tie it to my brand that's non-existent. I feel like I do have a lot of lore now. I have a lot of weird internet lore. The belly button guy, the carrots, a lot of other things. But you know, I need an iconic look to top it off. Also, not gonna lie, when I do this, I actually do stare at OBS, so I am looking at myself as this happens. I think the fringe is growing on me. I'm not mad at it anymore. Let me have a look. I'm in 5-10 minutes max. Depends if I need to wash my hair or not. Haha, the underside. But what kind of yellow? Okay, you know the yellow in my Discord server? That's the yellow of my name tag. I really like that yellow. That yellow is my favorite yellow. So I was thinking about that. I'm not going to do like a bright neon yellow. Oh, let's Google Bachira's yellow. I was actually thinking about doing a gender bent cosplay of him. When avoidable, I don't want to wear wigs. But with my hair dyed like this right now, I have to wear wigs even if I'm doing black hair. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at Bachira's hair. I need to turn my like night shift off because my night shift is like all the way warmth because my hair's really sad. In another life, I would dye my hair like Kenma's. Kenma from Haikyuu, where it's like dark roots and blonde. But I know blonde doesn't suit me. I tried doing a light brown once and that did not suit me, so I can't imagine blonde would suit me anymore. Bachira Blue Lock. Let me have a look. Okay. I kind of like his yellow, but it's a bit too bright. I need something that's more warm orangey. But it's not a bad idea. I've been thinking about it. I definitely have been thinking about it. I have a photo of myself on Instagram where before I had it dyed like this, it definitely was more yellowy. And I toned it after that because my hairdresser was like, you should tone it. It looks really yellow. So I did tone it, but I think I just kind of like the yellow more. Where am I reading? I hate how the belly button guy has become a reoccurring thing. Me too, but I think it's incredibly funny. So you should let me speak about it as often as I like. I was thinking about when you said I'm so whitewashed and the hair kind of symbolized that in that front. I think so. I would say that, but I think like the whole Asians dyeing their hair thing, I feel like that's a media trope where it's like Asians with dyed hair, rebellion. It's been overdone. You can see it in media so much. But yeah, I would argue that to a degree that's whitewashing. But also it was a trend in 2020. I'm going to look back at my hair like this. I'm going to be like, oh my God, why did you do that? That's so outdated. But I kind of like it like right now. So I'm just going to continue doing it as is. Cider is good. I'm somewhat of a beverage aficionado. I don't drink a lot of alcohol personally because I can't handle the taste. So the most alcohol you can get in me is like 3 pear ciders and I knock out. I'm out for the count. I just get sleepy and I'm done. My favorite alcohol, Kahlua. Kahlua and milk. People think I'm crazy when I say Kahlua and milk, but Kahlua milk and ice just tastes like an iced coffee and I like it. I can't do shots. Shots taste awful and they hit my system way too fast. Unfortunately, I am like the 90% of Asians who are affected by Asian flush, so there's that as well. What am I reading? Your yellow disc leans in Discord leans to a mustard yellow. Ooh, yeah. I used to hate mustard yellow because mustard yellow has green undertones, but it's more of like a warmer yellow. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that. No, that's not how I see it. I mean black Asian. Oh, sorry, I just went on a spiel about media. I'm such a yapper when it comes to like analysis. But yes, I suppose it does. I suppose it is very, very representative. I can't wait to go home and tell my father about that. My father calls me like his little banana because I'm, yellow on the outside, white on the inside, or an egg. I've been called an egg before by my father. He loves to bully me. I'm all into bevs, alcohol, and ooh, where are you from actually? Where are you from? I want to know about your coffee. In Australia, we have a very distinct and strong coffee culture, and apparently from what I've heard, when we travel overseas, like me and my family, overseas coffee is kind of shit. I drink coffee for the flavor, but I can't drink it for like, the caffeine consumption because caffeine makes me so weird. It makes me really like jittery. I'm hypersensitive to caffeine. So I don't do caffeine, but I do like the taste. Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny, but maybe a subconscious thing. Hard word. Yes, we do. We have an incredibly strong coffee culture. I believe it's due to in the 1970s, we had an onslaught of Italian migrants, which brought their coffee culture. It's very strong. Yeah. I can't believe you've dodged it. Maybe it's because of where we live, but especially in cities like Melbourne, coffee culture, very strong, very iconic. He is a very funny guy. He is very good when it comes to things like this. So when I started things like Twitch, TikTok, he was the first one to tell me, get on a platform that monetizes your content. Weirdly enough, he was like, no, you can't do art as a career. But he's like, Twitch, fine. YouTube, fine. Artist, no. Like, he has lines. He's very picky about the lines he draws. And apparently artist isn't one of them, but I can go on the internet and yap for ages, apparently, and that's okay. Also, my necklaces are very tangled. Started wearing both of them recently because I have brought both of them. I brought both of them. They're just tangled. If you're wondering, you'll see it, but let's move the mic away for a second. Okay, so this one is a Saint Christopher. My mother brought it. My mother didn't buy it. It was her Saint Christopher, and apparently he is the guardian or saint of protection against, ill travel. So protection of travelers, more or less. And I believe things like creaks and lightning. So I'm protected. The other one is just for aesthetic purposes. I was like, oh, I'm so cool. I'm accessorizing. But yeah, other than that, yeah. If you're wondering what these chains are, I don't take this one off. I only take it off when I'm wearing a shirt that sits weirdly with the chain. So if you stalk my TikTok, there's a shirt you see that crosses over in the front. I take my necklace off for that, but I'm very cautious when I take it off. I'm not very superstitious, but I do respect my mum's superstition. So I try not to take it off when avoidable. But yeah. Let me have a read. Toronto, I'm a strong espresso every day. I'm always caffeinated up at all times. See, I can't even handle an energy drink. I don't drink coffee because it has no effect on me. I just don't see a point. There's a bunch of coffee spots I only go to, just not on the CBD. Well, prove them wrong then. Grow them. I don't know. I know I'm not a good enough artist to, make this profitable in art. So I'm fine with seeing where the wind takes me. I am actually very shocked I made money off Twitch in general. I didn't expect to make any money off Twitch, and I didn't think it would be this easy, but the fact I've made, I wouldn't say decent amount, but I've made more than I even imagined I could, which is very low because I thought I'd make $0 out of this. As said before, I had someone in my life who was like, Shay, I'm going to break it to you, so you don't get your hopes up too high, but you're going to have about 9 viewers for about over the period that you're streaming, over the period of 3 months, because I'm doing Twitch in a somewhat serious way for 3 months. They said over 3 months, you're going to get a peak of maybe 9 or 10 viewers at one time, and you're probably not going to get subs. Hey, I'm doing pretty decently, but I know the only reason that I'm doing decently is one, I made a TikTok account, and I kind of channeled people from TikTok to here, and also the Discord server. So not going to lie, if I didn't have either or of those, I probably wouldn't, have as many viewers as I do now. Also, I do realize we had this conversation on the last stream before it shitted out that most people when they start Twitch, they don't have an active chat to talk to. So I'm very privileged that I had people to talk to right off the get-go. Oh, sorry. I yapped way too much. I need to go back to reading chat. Well, not being mean, but Holly, 30,000 words a minute and my head is spinning. I'm a yapper. I like talking a lot. I speak very fast. I find it very enjoyable personally, but I forget that other people don't. So I can slow down what I'm saying. Maybe, but not yet. I think people would buy it because it's made from shame. That's the same equivalent as me being like, I'm gonna make art and I'm gonna put like paint on my fingers and then I'm gonna stick it on a canvas and I'll sell it for a lot of money because it was made by Shay. That's the same energy. I don't want people to buy my art because it's made by me. I want it to stand on its own, you know? It took me years before I felt slightly good about what I was making. I didn't even dare to use the word artist. I feel that way about online stuff. When people ask me what I'm doing these days, I say internet stuff, which doesn't sound any better than, oh, I'm streaming or I'm TikToking. But yeah, I'm kind of in the same cautious point. When it comes to calling myself an artist in terms of like the art I do, I wouldn't even say artist for me personally. Cosplayer, I say I am a cosplayer in like a light, lazy term because I don't hold a lot of weight on that. But artist has a bit more meaning to me. So I don't tend to tell people like, oh, I'm an artist. I just say, I can do this. I can do this skill. Because I feel like if I tell people I'm an artist, they have way too many expectations for me. Very good. I get that feeling that maybe you're overthinking. See, I'm also an overthinker. I'm a yapper and I'm an overthinker. Unless you feel really attached to a particular piece of work, who cares? Money is money. I don't know. I suppose. But in the same sense, money is money. I had a few perverts in my DMs the other day. And, you know, I've had a few. I've had a decent amount. And they're like, would you do this for this amount of money? Money is money, but also I have dignity. So, like, no, it's good. I just like to talk. I just talk like I have a traumatic brain injury and I'm not used to it. See, I had someone on the Discord server, one of my friends, and they were like, hey, Shay, please add captions. You're speaking too fast in your TikToks and English is my second language. So I've started doing that. Sometimes I forget to add captions and that's on me, but I'm trying to integrate that because I know I speak super fast. Money is money, but there should always be limits. There should always be limits because like, I don't know. I will never, I don't see myself doing perverted content in the future, if I'm being honest. There is a very limited likelihood of me being like, I'm gonna do an OnlyFans. Like, unless I do one in like an ironic way, I don't think I would ever get to that point. I don't think I would ever get to the point of being desperate that far. I think speaking fast is also a very Australian thing. I would argue that to a degree. Can someone use their points? I need to stretch again. Someone please use their channel points. I would like to stretch. I need to like influence people. I'm influencing you to use your channel points so I have an excuse to stretch. Oh, I'm pretty question mark. Question mark. What does that mean? Is that bad or I feel like when people are unsure if you're pretty or not, that makes me feel some kind of way. Stretching. Okie dokes. Gonna move the camera up. Nick told me I need to stretch for longer. So, okay, big stretch time. Oh shit, I'm running into stuff. I'm in my pajama pants, so no judgment. I don't really expect people to see from the waist below, so pajama pants. Stretching. Apparently I have to hold stretches for a while so they actually stretch. But I feel like 15 seconds is very excessive. Also, I definitely need to learn how to do different stretches, by the way. Crack my neck. I think that was okay. And let's put the camera back down. Oh. Stay. Is that gonna stay? Is that fine? I believe that's fine. Anyway, what's happening? Every time you mention those types of DMs, I feel like I should start like a I don't know if this is mean or not, but I'm some days very tempted to start a channel on Discord where it's just I post like the pervy like DMs I get to everyone else as a way to dissuade people from sending me pervy DMs because they know a bunch of other people will see it. Like as a channel. I don't know what I would call the channel on Discord, but it's like, oh, do you want to see the pervy DMs I get? And then, you know, people will clock, hey, she does this. She sends like, she shows the pervy DMs to everyone. So I'm not going to send her the pervy DMs. But yes, why is that a question? Exactly. Why is that a question? Why is that a question that I'm pretty? Make up your mind. Now we don't use points and let you shrimp. I will teach you my year 11 phys ed teacher after the stream. Fine. I mean, they should expect that as a risk. What are we? I'm so confused. What should I mean, yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I feel really bad about shaming them, but also like they're making me uncomfortable. So why am I feeling guilty? I get guilted way too easily. I think that's just a me thing that's not gonna sit right, is it? It's sometimes my hair sits really nicely and other times it does stuff like this shit. Yeah, they're thirsty. Public humiliation channel. What if people are into being publicly humiliated, Nick? Then what? Sounds like you want this for yourself. See, I'm not the only one who thought like that. So how did it die? How did what die? How did what die? Are you talking about like my stream or like the pervert in my DMs? Someone fill me in. Oh, the PC. How did the PC die? I actually don't know. Not gonna lie, to figure out how it fucked up, I just turned it back on. I turned it off and I turned it back on, power supply, and apparently it started working. So I can't tell you how it did that because it actually didn't tell me how it did that. So I don't know yet, if I'm being 100% honest. Yeah, some people should be ashamed, definitely. But I also feel guilty. I don't know. I was going to be like, it feels like a breach of trust. Why am I placing trust into these people? Because they're making me uncomfortable. I need to get used to that. I need to get used to being able to be like, you're making me uncomfortable, and there are consequences for that. I'm still struggling to block people who are making me uncomfortable. And like at this point, I'm very ready for my server moderators to be like, oh, we think it's appropriate to kick someone, we'll kick them. Like, I would very much love if my moderators got to that comfort point where it's like, oh, I sent them a DM of this creep sent me this request, and they just kick them automatically. Because I feel like if it's left up to me, I'd be like, but second chances, which isn't good, you know? I do get curious, but there's going to be people that do it just to be on that channel. Yeah, it's going to be like a Hall of Fame channel. But yeah, I don't know. If they're see, if I say if they're interesting enough, I'll post them on the public humiliation channel. See, then people are gonna get creative. They're gonna get creative for that reason. So yeah, it sounds like a good idea, but I also don't want to encourage it because that's a very dumb idea. But I've been thinking about it, not gonna lie. It's been looming in the back of my mind. If you are a moderator on my Discord server, I do send the DMs I get there. So hypothetically, I could. You mentioned them. I can just start banning them instantly. Yeah, I'm okay with that. You should at least charge for that then. What am I charging for? It's just annoying that you have to deal with it, but it's not gonna change. Oh, how am I doing? I went to a convention. It was really fucking hot today. My PC crashed out. This isn't my PC technically. I'm borrowing this PC for the time being, and this isn't my office, but you know, I want to stream tonight, so I am. It crashed, I think like twice or 3 times, so this is my 3rd attempt at a stream. I tried playing Journey tonight, didn't enjoy it if I'm being really honest, and now we're just having a chatting stream. But yeah, I know that putting myself on the internet means that I'm going to get these perverts, but it's just a me thing. It's just a me not setting boundaries thing. But I'll get around to it eventually. I need to learn how to be firmer. I need to be able to be firm and be okay with making people uncomfortable. Except I'm at the point of like, I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, but I can't live like that. It's not feasible. I've ran out of single player game recommendations at a Shay skill level. Don't worry. I'll start looking on my own. Don't worry, Nick. I'll be fine. Absu was really fun. I did like that one. I will start digging. I've got a few games on my personal game list. I want to play Terraria. I want to play another like Persona game, but I don't think they're the most interesting to stream, to be honest. Terraria, I think I'm going to keep as a personal thing. I'm thinking about doing some multiplayers in my personal time, but I don't have any ideas of what to stream. Usually I'm like, oh, I don't know what to play in my personal time, but I'm at the point of, not knowing what to play for everyone else. Yes, and I did see a lot of the recs, so I'm going to dig through them. Actually, whoever sent the different recs, I might actually sit down. I'm going to DM them and ask them about the recs and see why they think X, Y, and Z would suit me. I do have particular people on the server I trust a lot with their advice, so I am very down to actually take people's recommendations and run with them. A bit tough day. I don't know what's wrong with my PC. So this isn't my PC, this is someone else's PC, but this PC is a beast. It's expensive. I've got a PC that I recently built. If Nick, my lovely moderator, would drop my PC specs, you can see that my PC is decent for like my first PC, right? But this PC is a beast. Oh, thank you, specs. But this PC is a beast, so I didn't know that like it would like shut down on me and restart. So that's what happened tonight. And yeah, I don't know why it happened. I just turned it on and off again, and apparently it started working. Low-key got a feeling it might be a thermal issue. I wouldn't know. It's not my PC to dabble with. My PC, my actual personal one, it's also at this place right now because it needs to get fixed up. It's not working in terms of BIOS and installing Windows. So that's going to be troubleshot tomorrow. Is that grammatically correct? Also, if possible, tomorrow I'm also hoping to head to the movies. I've got like 3 movies I want to watch. If I'm being honest, I'm off to see Zootopia. Originally, when I wanted to see Zootopia, my plan was to cosplay for that, but I don't know if my friends want to be seen with me while cosplaying for that, so I opted out of that because I'm a good person. Take it as part of the PC journey. You'll improve your PC as you go on. See, that's my plan. I'm a beginner gamer. I've never had a PC. The console I have is a Switch that I brought during 2020 and I played Breath of the Wild. My gaming experience is very, very, very limited. So I'm not after the most beefy PC, but I am currently on that journey and rolling with it. What is it? I'm assuming that meant saying decent for your first PC is a huge understatement. Oh yeah, I didn't read under it. If I'm being honest, I don't know what the PC norm is. I've just kind of believed that everyone else is like, oh yeah, it's a really, really good PC for your like beginner PC, right? So I don't know if it's really good in terms of like all PCs or if it's like a really, really like hyped one for like a beginner. But yeah, I don't know because I'm not engaged with this community, and when I was building it, more or less, I just kind of believed what everyone else said. And if one of my friends were like, buy this part, this is the part you need, buy it, I just did it. I didn't think too much about it. Honestly, I could have researched into it myself more, and I probably should have had like more passion about it, but that passion was very dry, so, I didn't end up doing that. Let me fix my posture. Look who's doing their own posture check, huh? I'm doing my own posture check without channel points. Comparing my oh damn. I see, okay. Also I need to work on my PC setup. I still haven't gotten a keyboard. I went to HoshiCon today and they had keyboard guys there. Calling them keyboard guys is an understatement. We have like a keyboard building business in my city and it's like a really good one, and they had a stall there. I checked out some keyboards today. I think I like clicky keyboards. Honestly, my whole thing was like, I want a silent keyboard. Turns out I don't like silent keyboards or linear keyboards. Tactile maybe, but like I like clicky. I like a soft clicky keyboard. Can't force passion. Yeah, I don't think I can force passion either. I think half the reason why I'm still gaming and streaming is because other people like it. Like, honestly, getting up to stream tonight, I was like, I'm not sure if I want to. But as soon as I get on, I love seeing everyone. I like yapping to everyone. So I really just get into the mood and roll. Like right now, how long has it been? It's been almost an hour and 15 minutes. And it doesn't feel like that. It barely feels like any time's passed. But yeah, more or less, I have to deal with the keyboard stuff, switches. I was taught how to change the switches today in a keyboard, which was really, really cool. So I think I will definitely be fine for that, and keycaps as well. So right now I'm just looking at a keyboard. I am rolling pretty hard. What do you mean by rolling pretty hard? I've got a rough idea what you mean, but I'm not 100% if you know what I mean. Also, What are the bots on my Discord server? I have like a lot of bots, but I don't know if they're all used. If the bots aren't being used, I'm thinking about kicking them. I think bots like Carlbot isn't used. I think. I don't want to kick a bot and realize, oh my god, that's everyone's Wordle bot. I don't want to make an enemy of the people, if you know what I mean. I also like our little blackjack voice chat we had. I guess that's a little taster of the possible Thursday game nights. Oh, I'm on a roll. Oh, yes, I do see. Sorry, I forget what I say. Also, if you are part of the server, we are starting a game night. Starting in, I believe, December. I'm going to announce it officially, but I'm thinking about doing a weekly game night on Thursday evening. So it's going to be Thursday evening my time. So sorry if you're not running on my time zone, but I'm thinking about doing a Thursday game night thing where we all play a game together. I have a list of games. It's somewhere in my office. I don't know where. It should be on my desk at home. And several multiplayer games. And I'm thinking about doing that with everyone because I thought that would be really fun. To kick it off for the first game night, I want to do one so everyone can be included. So I was thinking about doing 3 game nights for that first week of December, so I can accommodate most people's time zones. And then from there, I'll just do weekly. I'm not even sure if I should do weekly. I'm scared weekly will be too much for everyone. Yeah, I see. I'm not saying that. I work with a lot of kids because I'm a private tutor, and the amount of, jokes I hear is ridiculous. Also, like one week I had like one of my students unironically call me chat. Like I walked in and they're like, "Hey chat, what are we doing today?" I was like, "Chat." This was like prior to using Twitch, so I was like, "What do you mean chat?" But yeah. Do we want to kick those bots? I'll kick those. Are we sure the bots are doing anything? What's the bot running Wordle? The one bot I don't want to kill is the Wordle bot, because I love that everyone loves the Wordle bot. I believe that's under commands. And oh, Wordle is an app. Shows how literate I am with Discord. Good God. Give me a second. My lips are dry. Also, shout out to the Dermal lip balm. If you're in Australia, this is the one lip balm that keeps my lips so hydrated. Like, if I ever turn this into a thing in the future, if I want one brand to sponsor me, it's gonna be Dermal, because their lip balm is the only lip balm I can use without my lips dying on the spot. I don't even think you call us chat. See, that's weird. I think it's weird to be like, "Hey chat." Like, maybe that's just a me thing, but it just feels weird because I have a bunch of regulars in my chat, right? So I just kind of address them by their name because chat moves slow. Until chat stops moving faster, I won't stop addressing people by their name. So yeah. I'm not a bot. I'm not a very old bot account then, but running Wordle is just Discord itself. My account is from 2008. Sorry, I shouldn't be shocked by that, but that's like almost 20 years old. Can't kick Discord. Holy unk. I have like 6 of those laying around my house. 6 of what? Oh, these. Yes. Also, can I just say I'm really salty they redesigned the packaging. I really like the old packaging. But, I hope I didn't touch the mic with my lips. I don't think I did, but, I use Burt's Bees. Everything else just dries my lips out more. I recommend Dermal. If you're in Australia, I recommend Dermal. Dermal Ultra Moisturizing Lip Therapy. My friend recommended it to me when they put her on Accutane, and it's been my lifesaver ever since. I don't know, but I swear my lips are addicted to it because nothing else like helps them. Some older kids nowadays, technically older than nearly every kid. Yeah, the 08s are turning 18 next year. That makes me feel a lot of feelings. I'm turning 20 next year. God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't be like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. 20, I've got so much time to fuck around and find out. So for the time being, I'm going to fuck around with the internet and see if it serves me in any way. Oh, shit, I was going to be like, I should have run an ad by now, but I make like cents from ads. Like I barely make anything from ads. Honestly, if people just subbed, I would prefer subs over ads any day. Sad but true. Back in 2008, I was finding media.com sites for signing up using them. Offered free. At 20, life has barely started. I know. I was actually stressed about my uni degree because I I fucked around with a bit of my uni degree, so it's going to take way longer than expected. But I'm feeling a bit better about it because I've got a friend who's restarting her whole degree next year. Whereas I've also got a friend graduating this year because he took an accelerated uni course. So he's in astrophysics. He's really smart and he's doing it in 2 years. And then I've also got a friend who's graduating, I believe, next year. So I feel like I'm falling behind, but I'm not. I'm 20. I've got my whole life ahead of me. Honestly, I want to do stuff on the internet like Twitch and TikTok and YouTube earlier. But I felt like, oh, I can't do it. And then I also felt, oh no, I'm falling behind. There are like 16-year-old TikTokers who are doing X, Y, and Z. Then I said, fuck it, posted a TikTok, and here we are. Obviously, at the same time, subs are worth, yeah, they are. They are. I would appreciate if people sub to me. Really would. Please sub to me. Please sub to me. I'm out of work for the next 3 months because no one wants their child tutored over the summer. Oh, Laneige, I love them. I love that brand, casually. I prefer orange flavored chapstick. Maybe I need to do that more often. Just say fuck it. See, I threw myself at the internet and you guys caught me and I found a bunch of people who care enough to like spend their time with me. So I feel really thankful that my gamble worked out to a degree. I didn't expect to make anything off Twitch. I didn't expect to have anyone watching me on Twitch. So the fact that anyone is here at all, I'm really appreciative of. And the fact that I have a server full of people that if I want to yap about this dumb thing, I have someone who at least is going to respond to me. And that makes me feel really special and I really appreciate everyone. Let me have a look. I used to own... Oh, I see. Also, I was going to stream until we got to 300 followers, but I keep flipping from like, oh, it's going to happen to it's not going to happen. We're going to stream until midnight, and if it doesn't happen by midnight, I'm gone. I got to get sleep. I've been sleeping at 3 a.m. recently, and that's just bad. Oh, thank you for the follow. We are 4 followers away from allowing me to sleep at a regular person time. Technically I've been doing internet stuff since I was a kid, but my first video was over 9 years ago. See, I was too afraid of uploading stuff on the internet because I grew up as an ugly child. I grew up in a predominantly white area, and I was also not like, a good looking child. So I've been really self-conscious for a while. Only recently did I like figure out, oh, this is how I improve how I look. And oh, I'm actually somewhat conventionally attractive when I do X, Y, and Z. And then I just kind of threw myself at the internet and I'm feeling a bit better about how I look because every so often someone compliments me and it makes me feel good. But, saying fuck it sometimes does help. This domain is for sale. Jesus. I always forget you're 3 hours behind in Perth. Yeah, and I always forget that some people, like when I stream till like midnight, like some people on the East Coast are still watching. I'm like, oh, you're actually awake till 3 a.m.? Damn. And I really appreciate that. So one of the server members, he actually left like the night after a one night stand because he thought I was building my PC and wanted to watch the stream, so he left. So I just want to say that I see everyone and I appreciate your time and the fact that you're here. Thank you. Thank you for the without a question mark thing. I've been grinding away at it. I've been working on like every single thing there is to work around. So I have a condition, and I know the condition makes life a bit harder for people to interact with me and for me to interact with them. And I've realized really quickly that, oh my God, if I look attractive, they care less about when I fuck up. So I grinded away. I figured out how to like pluck my eyebrows, do my makeup, what hair suits me, blah, 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 blah. So yes, I do recognize that I'm prettier now than I was. And I do appreciate compliments. I fear I am sometimes a compliment whore and feed off them way too much, but I do enjoy it. My best internet job was copying websites and making them live. Would kill the original OP website, making lots of money. I think you do a great job at interacting people, at least online. I think I'm good in person, but the thing is sometimes I don't understand when someone does want to be my friend or when they're trying to be nice to me. So either or isn't good, because when someone's trying to be my friend and I just think, oh, they're being nice to me, like that fucks over that friendship. Or when I think that, oh my God, I want to be their friend, I think they want to be my friend and they're just being nice to me in like a polite way, like that fucks it over. So I'm a good people person. It's just sometimes I don't read the directions correctly and I get a bit confused. Such sad indicament of the human species. It's so true that really treat you better for looking attractive. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. And it's true. And I feel like you can go against the grain, but I'm at the point in life where I just want things to be easier. And if being physically attractive makes it easier, I will. But honestly, if I wanted to become more physically attractive, I would actually work on working out. But, haven't done that yet. So I'm working on my face. Everything like below my neck is just a fuck it type of thing. But yes, I kind of have issues with that as well. No, we're not starting the Shay workout train because that is not happening. I made a joke about using my Twitch money to get myself a gym membership. That's not happening. That is not happening. I think my body is fine as is for the time being. Yes, it has a bit of squish to it, but a bit of squish is very healthy. It means I have fat storage for the winter. Whales have blubber, I have thigh fat. Same thing, but different. I had to make myself ugly. I was always that's a mad flex. That's a mad flex right there. Broke from so many women wanting you. God damn. I wish I was like that attractive. That's why I left your Discord. It felt like you and your friend's place. Oh. And no, there's nothing wrong with being here. Honestly, my Discord server isn't made of any of my in-person friends. Everyone I bounce off and everyone who chats in the server, they're just regular people that I really like and they've integrated themselves into their lives and I consider them all friends. If you want to be in the server, chat more. Chat more, there's no reason to be scared. I want as many people talking to each other as possible. I love seeing how people interact. It's important to me because I feel like I didn't have a place to exist, and it's nice that people have a place to exist in my server, and I'd never want anyone to not feel like they could exist there. No comeback, we love you. Very equivalent. Also, I feel like if you're in my chat, you're exactly the type of person who should be in the server. Like, why wouldn't you be in the server when I'm chatting about all the Discord lore? I expect you to be there so you get all the inside jokes and you see all the silly stuff. You should definitely join back again. Also, I'm barely on Discord, hence why I left your Discord. That's okay as well. Honestly, if you want to be on my Discord, not to chat, but just there to get my stream notifications, that should be enough of a reason. I'm very sporadic with my streams. So I do have days where it's like strict days, like Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, but sometimes I'll just hop on midweek because I don't have anything else to do and I'll just hop on and I want to chat to everyone. So I definitely think, okay, if you don't want to chat in the server, that's fine. But if you do want to see what I'm just randomly streaming out of nowhere, I definitely advise joining. Also, I want to see everyone there. I don't want anyone to ever feel excluded. So if you feel comfortable, join us once again. Let me have a look. Oh, I mean, I just get weird about things like that. No, it's okay. It doesn't have to be rational. These things are never rational. When it comes to social anxiety especially, it's not rational. Like, you can feel the whole world is saying, oh, everyone else hates you, but not have a rational reason for it. I, of all people, understand that. So I get it, and I 100% understand. I think everyone should so they get the pings for the lives. Yes, they should be there solely because Nick grinds away. He does so much hard work. No, this isn't sarcasm. He does so much work for the server and does all the pinging and all the admin stuff. If you're not there for me, be there for Nick, our lovely admin. Oh, what? I did not see that was an on-screen celebration. Shit. Because I'm staring at OBS. I'd be on Twitch. Me friends go live, but on Discord I'm a ghost, nowhere to be seen. Not gonna lie, other than my server, I hardly use Discord. I have Discord for a bunch of other groups that have died that I feel very awkward about leaving because it's like, oh, high school chemistry 2023, and it's just all the high school people who did chemistry, stuff like that, and I feel awkward leaving because no one else has left. So I have a bunch of servers like that. But yeah, more or less. Oh, thank you for following, by the way. I do appreciate that. Also, thank you for the on-screen celebration as well. Shit, I'm so sorry for missing that. I sometimes yap too hard and I forget that things are happening. Jesus. And also, we are almost at 300 followers, which means I might be able to sleep before midnight. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm not on Twitch very frequently, so I don't know the value of a bit. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for being very nonchalant. I am very appreciative. Thank you so much. I need to do more research into Twitch and see how much things are valued. I do value everyone, and I see you. Thank you when people actually donate real money into this. I am very grateful as someone who is out of work for the next 3 months. Oh yeah, WhatsApp group chats have gone long quiet. Yeah, I feel that. High school 2023, same sentence. I've never felt so old. I graduated in 2023. Keep in mind, I'm 19 and I'm turning 20 next year. I was born in 2006. Maybe I'm being lazy, but I think some things, or you can just recognize that you have an issue and try to notice it when it's... See, yeah. I hate to say it, but I'm a big believer that not all problems need to be solved, and sometimes you kind of have to sit with them. Like, I have an ongoing problem in my personal life right now, and it's not the type of problem I can solve currently because I just don't have the means to solve it. And everyone's like, you should solve it, Shay. Like, you need to work on it. Like, you need to make this relationship better. But I just can't. I'm not in a position in which I can feasibly improve this relationship I have with this person. So I'm just not doing anything about it. And yes, it's awful, but I just really can't. I graduated, oh shit. I see. What's good? I suppose we're just kind of talking about Discord stuff, talking about life, I suppose, and talking about graduating in high school. I once made $80 off Twitch. I felt rich and then immediately spent it on Uber Eats. I wish Uber Eats was better in my area because I might have done that. I've decided that with my Twitch money, that's just going into investments. I'm going to give some money to a few people I feel I owe money, but other than that, I'm just going to invest it. Let me have a look. I turned 23 a few days ago. 23 is not that old, to be honest. I accidentally, like, one of my close friends at uni is a 24-year-old that I befriended last year. And the thing is, I forget in uni not everyone is your age, so like, you know, it didn't clock until he mentioned something. I was like, oh, you're like 23, and he's like, yeah, and I was like, oh. But yeah, no, to me, like, 23 doesn't feel very old. I have a lot of friends who are 23 because I can't really clock people's ages that well. I was a part of 200 servers. I started deleting every server they didn't use, and now it's just 12. How many servers do I have? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have about 6, I believe. Yeah, I have 14. I counted that correctly. I've heard some horror stories from Discord. I haven't heard some horror stories from Discord. I was active during the Among Us days of COVID, but other than that, I kind of dropped off Discord until I made my own Discord server because someone on TikTok was like, you should make a Discord server. So I made a Discord server, and now I have a bunch of people on my server. I started high school in 2006. God damn. People who started uni before COVID. Whatever you do, don't fall into the pit of buying VC. Oh wait, that's not my business. You guys are talking about a game I didn't play. Honestly, having friends older than you is way better than having friends younger than you or your age. Just my experience though. Type shit. I'm not gonna say that. My friends right now, my core friend group is my age roughly. It's good. I don't have any issues with it currently. I do have some older friends that I've made via uni because, you know, I forget that everyone is different ages and I just befriend them anyway. But more or less, I haven't had an issue. I don't have many younger than me friends. All the friends who are like younger than me are like substantially younger than me, and they're family friends. So like, they're not my friend because they're my friend. Well, they kind of are now, but like, they're family friends. They're kind of built-in friends, I suppose. Also, thank you for following. What's happening? Follow. I can sleep before midnight. I'm gonna be here till midnight, heads up though, because I'm really enjoying this. Thank you for 300 followers. I appreciate it. I didn't think this would happen, but yes. In my defense, back then you started school in Queensland a year earlier than went to blah, blah, blah. I see. Thank you for your congratulations. It's also nice to see you in chat. I know that realistically, we do have a lot of lurkers in here, and it's nice to see every now and again see new people pop up in chat that I don't recognize. because I kind of assume that maybe there are a few people who don't announce themselves who are consistently seeing my stuff. So it's nice to see everyone. I joined a Discord server for the first time, posted a photo of myself to introduce myself. So like, had people find my Facebook, my Instagram. So are you like the hottest like motherfucker ever, or you gotta spill? Now I'm curious. You can't drop law like that, being like, people found my Facebook, my Instagram, and my messages. I'm not to be a creep, but like, I'm curious now. You can't just drop that like you're so hot that people stalked you. I'm so curious. God damn. I would like to wield that power of like, I'm just introducing myself in a Discord server. Have a selfie of me. And then like, actually, no, I wouldn't want that shit. That sounds horrible. But like, I want that energy of being hot enough to drag people and like that. But yeah, it seems a bit silly, but I would like that. Also, I think I have a sub goal of 50 at some point. I want to grind away at that soon. I don't know how it works. I know with subbing, more or less, it's random, so I can't really make a realistic sub goal because it's not consistent. Well, in my streams, it's never consistent who subs when. So I'm not going to set a time limit for that, or like a time period goal thing, but it's nice to see 300 followers. Isn't there a theory? Where am I reading? My brain's slow. Am I reading? Isn't there a theory that girls age earlier mentally, like getting along? That's a myth. Goes for both genders. I for one have experienced that, but stems from life experience too. Once you relate, yes. I'm a psych student, and I believe some people believe that women and girls mature at an earlier age, but we can also say that's due to gender roles and societal pressures. So the fact that women at a younger age are taught to do X, Y, and Z compared to their male counterparts. Apparently so. I used to work in fashion. Oh? What do you mean work in fashion? As in like modeling? Are you model hot? Do we have like a model hot person in my comments? God damn. 35% off plus 5 gifted subs, by the way, everyone. Nick is always on that grind for me. I appreciate when he's on that grind for me. And that's why I wrote it like that. I kind of have my doubts about it too. I've met 50-year-olds who still act like teenagers on so many levels. They never really grew up at all. I fear I dropped that line on someone. I was frustrated at an older family member, and I told them that I might be immature now, but I still have time to grow up, but you're immature at your age. I actually dropped their age, and you clearly haven't grown up. I was very hurt by them. Probably not the wisest thing to say, but I did drop that line. As long as you feel great and have fun, I don't think it matters how old you are. Maybe you were quite right. Those ones peaked in high school. Peaking in high school, I try not to think about that. I hope I didn't peak in high school. I don't honestly know what my current peak at life is. Is this my peak, my like life peak here? I don't feel like I peaked in high school. I hope I didn't peak in high school, because if I peaked in high school, that's pretty sad for my future. But you know, I used to work in photography, and we have a model hot person in chat. God damn. I am so curious. I am extremely curious, but I will refrain from being too curious because that is socially rude. I know for sure I did not peak in high school. I hope I didn't peak in high school. I feel like my looks didn't peak in high school. If my looks peaked in high school, that would be miserable for everyone. I might have peaked in high school, and it was not a very high peak if I did. I'll follow my socials. That bot lets me know like every 30 minutes. TikTok is there, Instagram is there, the Discord server is always pinned as always, and I have a YouTube VODs channel, but that's just mostly for archival stuff. Is that so? Is being curious rude? See, I don't know if being curious is rude, but if I'm like, hey, can I look at your face because apparently you're really hot and I want to see whether your beauty standard of hot aligns with my beauty standard, I think that's a bit rude. Because I would, okay, if I could like bypass a lot of social things, I would honestly say things like that more often, like send me a photo of yourself. I want to see whether you are conventionally attractive or personally attractive, because those are two very different things in my opinion. But you know, you can't really say that up front. It was good though. I was too busy for, I was juggling medical school. I'm sorry, you win at life. Medical school and you're hot. God damn. Sorry. Sigh. Well, since I keep bringing up, then I don't think it's rude. Hi, if you'd like me to do a favor, because apparently you keep bringing it up, you are welcome to slide into my Discord or Insta DMs anytime, because I'm so curious now. You should definitely indulge me. Beauty standards are different for everyone. I do find that what personally attracts me is a very particular type compared to conventional attractiveness. I can acknowledge conventional attractiveness, but I'm not into conventional attractiveness, you know? Yeah. Let me I'm gonna check. No. I don't like losers. I like cute nerdy guys and girls. I don't like nerdy girls. I like girls who look like they could step on me. I have a particular type of women. I like a different type of women than I do men. Let me check something on Discord. I don't think we're Discord friends, but if you'd like to indulge me, I have curiosities. Hence, yes. I need to figure out how to go into my Discord settings to change this. Oh, there's Discord settings. Let me have a look. Display names. Cool, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay. If you are so bold and so confident in your appearance, my Discord DMs are open. I don't know about physical attractiveness, but I'm definitely at my peak strength right now. I want to get to my peak strength. I was watching a powerlifting competition today, and it was amazing seeing everyone so strong. And it was especially amazing for all the women. That made me really happy. Also, thank you for following me. I appreciate the follow. What was it? I was going to say something. I lose my train of thought. Bro probably just got a chiseled jawline. You and me both. I knew there was a reason you were cool. Do I train in the gym, or are you talking to someone else? Do I look like someone who trains in the gym? Let's get real here. Do I look like someone who trains in the gym? I think not. I have very limited muscle. Hence, no, I do not train in the gym, but I would like to gain more muscle. It's on my to-do list. I'm currently at a point where I can control my weight via how much and how little I eat. I'm not really picky, but I don't really want to fuck around with my metabolism too much. And I know that I can't eat whatever I want forever, or eat how much or how little I want. So I eventually want to get around to weight training, particularly. Weight and stamina. I have a really shitty stamina. So I want to work on both of those over the summer when I get the chance to. Do not forget, probably not keep them open. Oh yeah, I'll close them off. I'll close them off if they don't indulge my curiosity. Hello, it's my birthday today. How are you? Happy birthday. Also, I'm good. It was really hot today. I was very sensory overloaded. It actually got better. I had a lot of social time with everyone. It was really fun to see all my friends. My stream crashed out twice. I got a bit screwed up mentally over that. I did, after my stream crashed out, we actually jumped to Discord and we all played blackjack together, which was really fun, which reminds me that I'm starting a server game night soon and I'm feeling better. I can nearly wrap my hand around my bicep. I can't. Shit, what does that mean? Like, I can't do that. She's scared of the word. I'm not scared of the word gym. I have someone who does like powerlifting as a thing, like as a they do it as part of a competitive thing here. So I have people. I have all the people that I could need to help me with any form of lifting. It's just I feel really dumb. I feel really dumb starting because I feel really I don't feel very weak, but I feel very dumb and silly that I can't pick up things. I know it's a progress thing, but I have a MacBook, and on my uni days when I just have to carry my MacBook in my arms, I struggle to lift that up, and that kind of makes me feel guilty as well. Stamina is hard. It's just consistency over and over. My stamina is so bad I can't walk 5 meters without getting tired. My friend made a joke about me walking upstairs once, which is how I knew my stamina was bad. So we had uni together. We had a class, and it was on the 2nd floor, and she was standing at the top of like where we were meeting, and she was like, "Oh my god, I can hear someone in the stairwell. I think they're like hyperventilating, or they're like crying or having an asthma attack." And it was just me walking upstairs. Keep in mind, I had to run across campus that day, so I was already exhausted, but that's still not good. What am I reading? Yeah, it's summertime for you in Australia, isn't it? It's cold right now. Oh, you're from London. Oh, do you have the whole British accent? I'm smart enough to know not to romanticize all British accents, because if you romanticize all Australian accents, you're probably not going to have a good time. In India too. Big hands or tiny biceps? Good question. Good question. So what you're saying is we should all be charging you for therapy. 100% a joke. You kind of cheer me up. I appreciate the fact that I cheer you up. If you guys ever do want to support me, I will throw it out there. I do accept tips. More than happy to accept tips. I'm slightly more desperate for tips now that out of seasonal work, but I appreciate everyone who supports me. It's a thing. Also, if anyone does tip me, I don't know if it notifies me or not because I set it up via Streamlabs Element. I'm assuming it does, but yeah. What am I looking at? I was yapping again. I think it means I'm skinnier than you proportionally, which probably isn't good. I feel like don't women naturally carry more fat anyway? So I'm not gonna feel bad that Nick's skinnier than me. I hate the heat. So glad to be flying out in January where it starts to be. I'm flying out in January as well, but it's gonna be hot where I'm flying to anyway. I am out of the country for a few weeks in January. However, I will be streaming from my hotel room, so nothing will change. Less gaming, more yapping, but I'm sure you guys can handle yapping streams. I actually think you guys enjoy Do you guys enjoy yapping streams more than me trying to game streams? I think I haven't done any trying to game streams and which have been the most engaging because I'm learning a lot of basic skills right now. He has been so... what am I reading? Maybe both. I can palm a basketball, which is the easiest way for me to say how big my hands are. The heat has been so bad recently. It was 34 degrees today. I would die. It was so bad. Getting tired from walking upstairs is crazy. I wasn't tired. I was just out of breath. Also, I do have asthma, so I got an excuse, kind of. I don't know why, but like 34 and 30. Yeah, it has been. Oh, I should check my weather tomorrow. Reminds me to check my weather tomorrow. Let me check. Sorry, I'm like really up close to the mic. I'm sorry. I feel like I just invaded personal space to everyone. Okay. Fuck. If you are in my city, good luck to you tomorrow. According to my weather right now, it says it will be 37. 37? 37, I'm seeing 34 different suburbs. I'm running across different suburbs. Apparently it should be around 30 degrees to 37 degrees depending where you are. 38. The prediction went up. Please tell me you're fucking with me. Please tell me you're fucking with me right now. Yeah, I'm not doing shit all tomorrow if it's 38 degrees. I will not be moving anywhere. This is bullshit. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, but obviously not much. Hi, nice to see you. It's nice to see you're chatting for the first time. I was actually watching a thing on TikTok that's like, you shouldn't like talk to every person who chats and stream because sometimes it scares them. I hope I'm not scaring everyone for like responding to every single message I see in chat. Let me have a look. Yeah, you can tip me. Thank you, Nick, for dropping the link. I do appreciate it. I do have an accent, but went to speech and equalization lessons when I was younger, shaking my head. Maybe put something up on the screen. What am I putting up? Oh, a donation. I don't know how to do that. Okay, can we like come up with a good donation goal? Because I was like, $20 sounds good. Is $20 too much? Too little? You know what? Goals are goals. What am I looking? It'll come through in chat like a donation goal. 10% more on average builds. You don't game enough for us to tell. I will game more. Yeah, we're all gonna die tomorrow. It's gonna be 40. I only come here to yap with people, but plenty of people like watching people game. See, I'm not a gamer in any sense. There are very few games I go out of my way to game in my personal time. So Persona, probably the only one game I've happily sat in the same place for like 8 hours playing straight. So I would be more of a chatting streamer if I could, but I know that like, I don't know. I don't know if that does as well. I want to do well on this platform. Also, while we're talking about doing well on platforms, I need to start uploading more TikToks because I know that also drives engagement, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not doing anything interesting to upload TikToks. I don't have anything to share, and I don't want to be like how my day was on TikTok. Like, that feels dumb. I feel like when I'm talking on stream, it's more like a weird long video call with friends. But if I actually make a purposeful TikTok, that seems a bit silly. Let me check something. Let me check something on TikTok. Let's not blast everyone. Okie doke. So yeah. I don't know. Oh, actually, I do have stuff I need to post on TikTok. It's PC related, but again, PC is not functional for that to happen. Why is yours lower than mine? It depends how close to the coast you are. Top of 13 tomorrow. Get fucked. Stay home in the aircon. See, I was gonna go to the movies tomorrow, but I don't even think I want to go near a car. So I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna stay home. This isn't my home, but you know, I'm gonna stay home and just rot here. Yo, what's up? Nintendo 64, that's day drinking weather. I'm petrified. Day drinking weather. See, I barely drink. The fact that I had one drink tonight was very rare for me. Oh, what day is tomorrow? I want to play darts. I have a weird darts obsession right now, social darts. So the whole darts thing is like, it's a game board. So when you throw the dart, it like registers and there's different games on a screen above the darts. I've been eating that shit up recently. I'm actually quite good at it. I'm not horrible. I'm decent at it. Sorry. What am I yapping about? It doesn't have to be good. Just make up shit. Nobody's going to check. See, the thing is, how I initially started driving people to my Twitch and Discord was my TikTok, but right now I'm at the point where I don't even have to use my TikTok to drive people to Twitch. I think, in my opinion, but I still want to update my PC build for everyone who's not following on Twitch. Also, I've been experimenting with some stuff on TikTok right now, and I've been seeing that it has been successful, and I don't know how to feel about the thing I'm experimenting with being successful because I don't know if I want to play into it or not. What am I reading? That's so funny. Statistically speaking, just chatting is the best Oh, I enjoy just chatting, but I don't feel terribly interesting enough to maintain this by chatting. Also, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. Do you not enjoy drinking, or do you just get the flush? Okay, it's not a lack of enjoyment. It's just I don't find anything that I enjoy the taste of. So right now, if I'm drinking apple or pear ciders, or I'm drinking what? I love Kahlua and milk. Tastes like iced coffee. I will drink things for the taste. I will not drink it for the alcohol buzz. Like, I can do shots, but do I like doing shots? No, I do not. But yeah. That response was meant for the donut. Oh, whoops. I'm jumping every which way. Where am I looking? Okay, I see. My brain jumps from X, Y, Z too quickly that I forget. Where am I reading? You should definitely try advertise Twitch more on TikTok. Is your name after the city? My Chinese name? I don't know. So if you're not on board with my lore, I'm adopted. So I'm the most whitewashed Asian girl you will ever meet because both of my parents are white. So my Chinese name was given to me at the orphanage. So one, we actually don't know the correct tonal pronunciation of it because no one told us, and no one told us to write it down. And secondly, I don't know why I was named the way I was. I couldn't really tell you, unfortunately. Yeah, I need to advertise my Twitch more on TikTok, I suppose. I don't know. I'm streaming on Twitch now. See, that feels boring. It's okay. That's why I remind you here. Thank you, and I appreciate it. You don't say you don't drink often, yet you've had way more than I have. See, it's because you don't drink with people. I'm not a social drinker. If I want to drink, I want to drink. But, you know, when I'm at different events, I do drink sometimes. Like, I figured out my alcohol limit recently at a 21st when I drank through like 3 of those pear ciders and I was almost out for the count. Where am I reading? I get so lost. You can also do multi-stream link on TikTok. Oh, wait, I didn't even... Okay, I know you can do that, but I don't know how to do that, so I didn't even consider it. Oh, give me a second. I hear movement. I thought that was Katniss for a second. Katniss, if you've been in the pet pics for the Overlords, I will post this really fluffy cat. That is not my cat. That is Katniss. And she makes loud noises and sometimes she walks into different objects. And I thought that was Katniss and I was going to let her. Apparently not. It sounds very human-sized. Give me a second. Where am I reading? Yeah, I have a preference for taste over effect any day. The thing is, whenever I drink, I always get up to stupid stuff. See, when I drink, I either get really sleepy, I get very touch-starved, or I want to climb a tree. Do I want to climb a tree when I'm sober? No. Is that a new one? Yes, it is. The touch-starved thing, I'm always touch-starved. I like feeling human contact. I am a hugger, but you know, like I'm always very aware that my boundaries are more flexible than others, so I don't tend to like express my touch-starvedness to other people. Where am I reading? Also, I think you might be the 5th adopted person I've come across on Twitch. God damn, I did not know there's so many of us on Twitch. See, I would go out to drink with people, but no one ever invites me out. See, I never drink when I go out. If I'm going to drink, I'm going to do it at home. Because like when I drink, the only events I've drank at is like literally a 21st and that's it. Because like when I'm done with alcohol, I just want to curl up and nap. But like obviously I can't do that in public. I really don't trust a lot of people to make sure I'm safe. Hi. Thank you for chatting in the chat for the first time. I appreciate it. And yeah, I do tend to acknowledge all the first time chatters because it's nice. What am I reading? Happy Sunday. I believe it is. Wait, I was gonna be like, I believe it's still. Yeah, it's still Sunday. It's Monday in a few minutes though. I figured out my limit when I needed to walk home because the last bus had gone. They walked across the same bridge 5 times and couldn't remember. I had a friend who vomited in a car and then lost her phone on the walk home. So she vomited in her friend's car, was told to walk home, and then lost her phone in a bush and then walked herself home. New chatter. Drinking is fun, especially when you're on a holiday. I wish I had a big family to do like the whole Christmas event thing, but I don't. So I've never understood that, personally at least. It's hilarious in retrospect. I haven't figured out my limit yet, which makes me sad. I don't think it's a sad thing. I probably haven't figured out my limit yet. I probably could take 4 of those drinks, but I don't want to push it. I want to try soju. I haven't tried soju yet. Apparently it's very potent. I'm still yet to find my limit. 3 glasses of wine and 1 glass of cider and still sober. Oh, wine. See, I'm not a wine drinker at all. I can't wrap my head around wine. I just like my alcoholic apple juice and my alcoholic iced coffee, apparently. I thought it was funny too. That's officially drinking too much. I don't drink it and I would never know. I drink cautiously. I used to have a hard rule on not drinking, but then I realized, hey, not everyone acts horribly when they are drinking. So I realized that if I'm not a horrible person when I drink, that is okay and I can give myself permission to do so. What am I reading? Unless you've been white wine is so much better than red. I had 8 margaritas at a bar recently. Ended up at a karaoke bar singing before he cheats. That sounds so funny. I tried karaoke for the first time, like at a karaoke place in a karaoke room, and that wasn't as bad as I thought. It was actually quite enjoyable, but it was very loud, and I felt very overwhelmed. Excuse me for a minute. I need to check something. And let me check something. Let me check. What has happened? No random Discord DMs. I want to know if the hot guy was actually as hot as he said he was. Okie dokes. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. None of the bitterness. There's this green tea tutorial that oh? Really? Oh, I've never thought about alcoholic tea, but that does not sound like a bad idea, especially from me, of all people. Oh? I feel like an alcoholic now. Why do you feel like an alcoholic? Is it the lack of control or the enjoyment? I feel like some people are aware when they're verging on certain addictions, but they're not very good at stopping them, if you get what I mean. If you can't behave, you should not drink. So if alcohol has only made me quiet and more non-verbal than normal. Yeah, I also have a non-verbal side, but the non-verbal side of me comes out when I'm sober, which is very funny. If you start talking to me on a daily basis, I do this typing thing that my friends commonly call microwave noises. And I have a few special people in my life who can actually understand what the microwave noises mean without having to, have my explanation. Keep in mind, these microwave noises are typed. So, for example, when I'm talking about microwave noises, it will be like this. And when I type that, I have a few people in my life who actually know what that means, and then other people who have no idea what the fuck that means, which I find very funny. He could have just said what famous actor he looked like. I'm too curious for my own good. I just want to know what this man looks like, and I'll call it a day after I know. That's why I don't like alcohol. I just feel dumb and not control of my body. Looks aren't required to be a model. Just frame the clothing well. Or have nice hands. I feel like models aren't always the most conventionally attractive people. It's always the people who have distinctive features that make them visually interesting. Also, everyone sees the microwave noises. I think I'm getting kind of close to understanding. Kind of. You still need to ask me every now and again. I have someone who's really close to me right now, and I recently figured out that they don't understand any of my microwave noises, which was a weird turning point to realize. Also, thank you for the follow. I see it and I appreciate it. I didn't mean like literally, but everyone here has much to drink and is in control. But I've had some crazy nights out where I don't remember. See, I don't know if that's like if losing your memory because you've drank so much is actually a thing or not. Also, my throat hurts. And anyone wanna use some channel points to make me hydrate? I'm trying to get everyone to spend their channel points, please. I haven't asked in quite a while. Some of the microwave noises are just some emotes. If you don't have blah, 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 you can't see them. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. Okay, we roll. Hi. Okay, hydration time. I can literally remember every sip of alcohol. What I don't get about modeling is why they need to be a certain height. They're cutting out so many pretty people. It's because traditional runway modeling, they have standardized sizes when they design, and the standardized sizes that they design for is very ultra specific, which is why models are always of a certain dimension. But realistically, it's changing. People are trying to design for different bodies, but a lot of traditional fashion schools are still pushing up against it. Oh, I drank alcohol for the first time today. Oh, why did you drink it for the first time? Oh, also, are you asking me who's my favorite streamer? I don't watch any streamers, so I couldn't tell you. Was it yummy? I need more. Exactly. Designers design to a standard size. Hence, they need all their models to fit that size. Realistically, unless you're a supermodel, there's more modeling in commercial modeling. So modeling for things like companies like I can't think of any companies off the top of my head, but modeling for like company advertisements versus being a model. Let me have a read. I actually respect the younger generation that they don't drink or rarely. Yeah. I agree with that. I think the younger generation is going off it. Rarely do I meet a lot of people. Maybe it's just the people I surround myself with, but rarely do I meet a lot of people who drink really heavily. But then again, my friend group is also the friend group who prefer to like do things at home versus going out. You've never been to the UK? Yeah, I'm not surprised if the UK still has a strong drinking culture. And to be honest, Australia still has a really strong drinking culture as well. Not gonna lie, that is it? It's not my chair. But it's really cool. It's got only one arm on it because it's just way more comfortable to sit like this because there's a couch right over there, so I'm just like flopping that way. Yeah, I do think it's a cool chair. Not gonna lie, I was a heavy drinker. Are you still a heavy drinker, and how did you break that habit? I would love to drink at someone's house and just chill out. See, when my friends drink at each other's houses, we do a potluck. So we do dinner together first and then we drink. And then we play card games or board games. My friend group is admittedly very, very chill. Sweden party as well. I was in Stockholm recently in a club and they vaporize alcohol. See, I've never been clubbing before, so I can't say much on clubbing. Also, I'm getting a headache. I think my head's tingling. But yeah. I was forced to stop doxing. Oh, I see. I miss when I played board games with my family. It's been years. I don't know if I want to play board games with my family ever. I've thought about it, but I don't think it would be the right choice, considering how we are right now. Mm. Mm. Also, I was gonna say something. I forgot exactly what I was gonna say. Give me a second. I'm gonna drink more. I love board games. My friends have a weekly board game night, and the weekly board game night used to just be board games, but now it's more like a weekly dart night. But weekly board game night, we always play Wingspan. If you know what Wingspan is, it's this game where it's about birds, more or less, and like collecting birds via egg currency, blah, 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 blah. It is my favorite. We listen to music, we play Wingspan, we eat a lot of food, and we just yap. Oh, yeah, I'm still hiding. I'm all out of water. Oh, you have high hopes for the bars? It depends where you're going, but you should be more or less okay. You're probably going to say like 50 different things. Yeah, I probably was going to say 50 different things. I forget myself a lot. I drink with 5%. Ooh, I see. I love Wingspan too. I love Wingspan so much. I have the extension things, and recently, I brought Finspan. So Finspan is the fish version. One of my friends has Wormspan. You know, the dragon one. I think you pronounce it Wormspan, but yeah. We play together. Oh, you're going to Melbourne. I hope you say Melbourne correctly, by the way. I'm supposed to be heading off to Melbourne next year. I don't know much about their nightlife, but I do know that they have great food. They have a very nice like coffee culture there too. One of the 50 things is about it being past 20. Shh. I'm having fun. Why spoil my fun? Let's have a look. Okay, we are running over time. It's a pity that the stream didn't like run as it usually has. That is so frustrating. Melbourne. Melbin, if you want to pronounce it correctly. I might travel. Okay, if you're coming for the bars, don't come to the West Coast. The West Coast is all about the nature and the beaches. Don't come to the West Coast. I would know. I won't spoil your fun, Jay. Just stay a little longer. You seem cool. Hey, I like staying a little longer and chatting because it's nice, and occasionally I make a little bit of money off it, but I like being here. I'm also a yapper. It's nice to have an outlet and like just something to project at. Because I don't know how I come across in person, but I try to come across the same as I do in person, but sometimes it's just hard to bounce off people. Also, what's that? Sorry, I just thought about something and I'll deal with it later. Give me a second. Okay. So I was supposed to end. Okay, when I started streaming, I was supposed to end around 10:30. Because you know, this isn't my house. I didn't want to make a lot of noise, but I have been given permission to continue going on later because apparently I'm not as loud as everyone thought I'd be. So yes, pure yapper my dreams. Why is the stream out of time? So yeah, I'm at someone else's house and I didn't want to bother them. So I was like, hey, what time do you want me to stop? And they're like, oh, could you please stop around like 10:30? And then we had the malfunction with the stream, and then we've kept going since then. And I just sent a message double checking if I'm too loud or not. Apparently I'm fine, so I can continue. Also, I do need to fix that sleep schedule. You're not wrong. I've been sleeping at 3 a.m. recently, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy. But yes. What kind of music do I like? Oh, you've opened a can of worms. So I really like indie music. I like a very weird specific. It's not weird specific genre. It's weird because it's very specific, but it's like sad indie boy music, like indie pop. In particular, I love this band called Coin. They broke up due to a lot of controversy, but their music is so good and I love it so much, and they are my favorite artist of all time. What is it? Like, someone asked me to make a wish list recently. I was like, I don't know what I want off the wish list. But then I was like, music. I want more vinyls. I had someone actually buy me a vinyl from the band Coin because the band was so small in 2015 when they released like one of their biggest songs. They only did a limited amount of pressings of the vinyl, and I had someone who was able to get a hold of that vinyl, and that was the best feeling in the world. But music. Other than Coin, who do I listen to frequently? I listen to Wallows. They were actually here touring last year. I went to see them live and it was amazing. Olin, I listened to. I actually quoted him last stream unconsciously. I was like, oh, who did I quote? But Olin, he has a lot of good songs as well. Okay, if you go into my link tree, there's actually my recommended song list, and you can actually stalk my Spotify from there if you're very curious. But Wallows, Olin, Coin, Dayglow is another one I like. Who else am I listening to right now actively? See, let me check. Because I listen to a lot of different. Almost Monday. I like Almost Monday as well. Is there anyone else who stands out as well? I have a few songs from a lot of artists, and I like get obsessed with them, but it's the particular songs, not the artist. Between Friends. Between Friends is another good one. I again, some of my music taste isn't just that. I also have like a petulance for anything that's like, around Fall Out Boy and that type of genre as well. I love that music as well, but I jump between phases in my music. So currently I'm listening to my more indie compared to other music. I also listen to K-pop, J-pop as well. What else am I listening to? Pop rock, that's also crappy boy bands. Crappy boy bands is like, they're not crappy, but they have the type of vibe. So like things like One Direction, The Vamps, AJR, 5 Seconds of Summer. I don't think I've said this on stream before, but I also really do like musicals. Not like I don't know a lot about them, but I listen to a decent amount of musicals to have them on my list of music that I listen to. The Wombats. They were touring in October and I forgot to get tickets for them. But yes. Hippocampus, I like Hippocampus as well. The Backseat Lovers. Ooh, I think that's it. The Rex. A bit of Hosier as well. And yes, sorry, I was just reading through my Spotify. I got passionate. What is happening? But yeah, I'll fix that sleep. I have a song you... Oh? Okay, wait, can you chuck... Okay, are you part of the server? If you're part of the server, please put it in Music Recs, because I tend to forget things so often. Wait, actually, you know how I can't forget it? I'll just grab it up on Spotify now. Okay. I will add that to my like songs and listen to that after. Oh, you've had... Which one? Which song from Has Been Hotel? Losing Streak? Which season are we talking? Because, what was it? I haven't seen the new season of Has Been Hotel. I watched the first one. It was just kind of bleh. Like, I watch it in the same way I watch crappy reality TV. So, but the thing is, I am on like Has Been Hotel Talk, so I do know of it. But yeah, more or less. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the table again. But yeah, once you get me started on something, oh shoot, once you get me, oh, Bad With Us, yeah, they've got good harmonies in that song. Anyway, once I get started on a topic, if someone like asks me a question that I am actually like quite passionate about, I will yap for a while. But also I feel really bad because I know that I ramble a lot. Like it's part of my condition. My whole thing is that I forget about social reciprocation. So Twitch is actually amazing for me because I can just kind of talk. I can talk into like the space, into the hole that is like the void, and like I don't feel bad because people actually want to hear me talk, which makes me feel really happy. Do you like opera? That's cool. I went to Rome to watch some opera / aria recently. I do not like opera. I haven't actually had some time to listen to opera. Did you just call me a void? I mean the void that is the internet, you know? I know you get it. Oh, who's in the server? Ooh, welcome to the server if you just joined from Twitch. I love seeing people in the server. I would like if a lot of people who just joined the server was like active in, the general channel. It's nice to see everyone. And yeah. Sometimes I do talk to myself in there more than I care to admit because, like, it happens sometimes. But if you ever, like, want to join into the conversations, do so. Also, I need to stop knocking the desk with this chair when I spin. But yes, I actually went through and listened to the song from season 2 I liked and sang along with them because I like singing. Didn't expect you to like singing. Actually, I can see it. I like people like you though. I enjoy listening and hearing other people talk about their passions. See, there's one thing that I can say I am is that I'm passionate. I don't think there's a world in which I'm probably not passionate. I can't understand people who don't have things that they're passionate for, or like people who don't have something they love or adore. Like people who are just like, they're very like lukewarm about things. I can't understand it, but it's not as if I wouldn't be friends with them. I like people who are passionate. I like people who have drive. I have dated people before who have zero drive whatsoever and zero ambition, and I can't do that. You've got to have some form of drive and ambition. Yes. Passionate about fashion and jewelry? Probably not. Far from it, to be honest. I like fashion as a thing that I like looking at, but not as a thing that I can do. I'm not a very... Oh, I do like F1. I do like F1. That is something I am passionate about. But back to fashion. When it comes to fashion, I like looking at what's in fashion. I like tracking things like trend cycles, etc., and seeing what's actually coming up in the trend cycle via data, etc. But I'm not fashionable myself, if you know what I mean. Like, I have a personal style, but I don't think it's like fashionable. Also, jewelry isn't a thing. I don't wear a lot of jewelry. A lot of the jewelry I wear is jewelry that sits on my body and never leaves. So it's really hard for me to ever like be fashionable via accessorizing. And also, I'm a gold girly, so you know. While we're talking about jewelry, earrings. I have 2 piercings, but I always put it in the highest piercing. It rotates. Necklaces, Saint Christopher, from my mother. Another necklace, I put it on sometimes. Wrist, this is from someone and this is from someone. Neither of those tend to leave my person. What are we talking about? F1, yeah. I do like F1. F1 is one of my interests. I got into it around this year. I've been passively watching F1 for ages because my dad is an F1 guy, right? So like I've been watching it and I'm like, oh, why does he want to watch cars go in circle for like an hour or so? But then one of my friends got into it and I was like, oh, I finally get it. But yeah, I'm into F1. The only thing I love and adore is money. I get that. I get that, but also I love and adore people. I like when people care for me. My drive in life is people, and I suppose money is also really nice to have. What songs make you feel the most? Okay, so we're gonna dig into music again. Also, I actually know what uni is like. I've done my first year. I'm ready to lock it and try. Will you be playing a game with chat? That was me joining the Discord. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know it's you, actually. That is probably the most helpful thing that anyone can do because I can mentally like clock who's who. Also, if you just joined the Discord, do go to roles so you can give yourself a role. It makes you more identifiable. Before I launch into the music conversation, when we're looking at roles, we have, so I'm your server overlord, of course. We have personal guard role, feline role, canine, court mage, court healer, court jester, and dungeon prisoners. I don't know why so many people want to be dungeon prisoners, but if it's the reason I think it is, you have questionable taste. Anyway, but yes, if you do join the server, do me a massive favor and actually get a role. Like, there is like no world in which I don't appreciate people who get a role. Oh, court jester, very nice. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Will you play a game with the chat? What do you mean play a game with the chat? Do elaborate. I've said already, but I will be doing game nights on Twitch. Game nights. I will be doing game nights on the Discord server coming up in December. So I will be doing game nights then. Also, I will be just doing co-op games with people in the server in general. So like the more you like, you know, socialize with me, I suppose, befriend me, I do tend to play games with people, etc. Also, my bitrate is really shit right now. Also, I have no idea who just joined, but it's really nice to see. If you just joined the server, drop your Discord name. Do me a favor, help a girl out. Look, what's your favorite team? F1. So I'm basic, but I am a Red Bull girl. Okay. Yeah, I want to say that I'm a Red Bull girl, not because of Max Verstappen, but because of Yuki Tsunoda. I got into F1 after finding out that like Liam Lawson got the Red Bull seat compared to Yuki, and that's how I launched myself into F1. I know that Yuki's probably not going to be on the grid next year, but I'm locked in for F1 next year. I want to see that if Isaac Hadjar actually does have the second Red Bull seat. I want to see if he can break like the Red Bull seat 2 curse. Like, I'm waiting. Someone's got to do it. But yeah, I don't know if I'm loyal to a team. I'm loyal to drivers. I've been enjoying Isaac Hadjar a lot. Who else have I been watching on the grid this year? Yuki, Isaac, Alex Albon. Alex and Lily. The way I love Lily, she is amazing. Call me Oliver, by the way. Hearing it online, yeah. Thank you. You're not the only one. I refuse to call people by their usernames because it feels so fucking weird. I'm not a fan of it. Hence, thank you. That's also a massive thing I enjoy. What song makes you feel the most before we run away from chat? Okay, my favorite songs that make me feel the most are all from Coin. And if we're going to talk about the one that gives me the biggest, like, is this a singular song thing or like a several song thing? Because I can give you top 3. I can give you my top 3 favorite songs that make me feel, but giving you like a singular one, that hurts. That's going to be a difficult one. Let me read chat. But yes, someone explain what it means. Will you play a game with the chat? And yeah, you're a peasant. You're a peasant until you change your role. I guess my drive in life is to help people. I really do enjoy helping people when I can. I do it a lot. I know you do, Nick. You do so much for me and I really appreciate it. Oh, you picked Court Healer? Wait. Let me check that. Okay, so... Wait, Court Healer is orange? Wait. I need to double check something. I think I fucked around with the roles a bit. I thought Court Healer was a different color. Oh, wait, I know why. I was adding different roles for the Royal Court and I'm running out of colors, so I started going for similar colors. Yeah, I do it via association. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I definitely do. Hey, I'm gonna go, but it was nice seeing you again. Have a good night. I hope you have a good night as well. I watch F1 brand favorite stream sponsor. Yeah. Is there a food? Yeah, there's a food section on my Discord. Fuck yeah, there is. Of course there is. Also, people joining the Discord server, the 18 plus, no, not safe for work visuals. We had an issue with the belly button guy. We're not repeating that again. If we see not safe for work visuals, you will be kicked. Yes. Yeah, we have Court Healer. Let me run through the roles. Roles. Cool. We have Personal Guard, Royal Feline, aka my Discord kittens, Royal Canines, Court Mage, Court Healer, Court Jesters, and Dungeon Prisoners. Court Healer was always orange. Was it? Was that I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm just very forgetful, I believe. It's been orange for a while. I like how everyone on the Discord server is clocking my shit more than me. 18 plus sounds a bit ominous. It's not really ominous. It's just where 18 plus thoughts go, or funny 18 plus things. Like yesterday or the day before, technically, I posted a photo of my Subway sandwich and some of the ranch dripped out of it onto my hand, and then I wrote I feel stuffed under it, and Nick was like, why is this 18 plus? And everyone else immediately caught onto it but him, which was really, really funny. But yeah, it's not ominous. It's just things that aren't not safe for work, but they're just 18 plus. So things that, like, I think we had a conversation about drugs and substance abuse, blah 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 blah, that happened in 18 plus. Yeah, it's generally very wholesome. I'm sorry. I like how you guys are showing me up and knowing my Discord server. Sorry for not having a dirty mind and being wholesome and being on my wholesome arc. See, that's a rarity. I keep making jokes about Nick being like having like a really dirty personality and being like quite kinky, but the thing is, if you're new to the server, like, you don't see any of that. You don't see the backlog of shit Nick has said before. Healer was always saying, I'm sorry. If you had the ability to go back in time, what time period would you like to visit and who would you like? I feel like if I went back in time as an Asian woman, I'm not winning anything at all. Like, there is no time period in which, like, I'm benefiting at all. So I don't even know if I'd want to go back in time in the first place. Let a man be. I finished work earlier. Sorry, my headphones. Okay, favorite F1 team, Red Bull. Red Bull because of Yuki Tsunoda. Max has grown on me like a fungus in a plague. I got into F1 because of Yuki Tsunoda being passed over for the Red Bull seat in like when they initially figured out what was happening for the Red Bull seat. and they gave the seat to Liam Lawson. That's why I first got like into it, because I was a bit like curious. Yes, you have been very normal, Nick, and I'm very proud. Do you and Nick know each other in real life? No, we don't, but we are very close and we live in the same city. So if I wanted to hunt down Nick, I could. But he is one of my moderators and he's been a day one original person on the server. I believe he was there for like carrot day one, or like carrot day 0 technically. So he's been there for a while and he helps me run all my Twitch and socials and stuff. I love Yuki Tsunoda. I know he's not going to get a seat this coming year. If I'm being honest, it's really, really unlikely. But, you know, I love him anyway. But worked. I'm so cooked, chat. Thank you for following, by the way. Damn. Can I make a joke about, like, how you're talking my chat, but that took so long for you to follow? God damn. That was a while. Oh, okay. I like how you asked Nick to do that and not me. I see you. Wait, let me have a look. Let me have a look. I mean, Nick, if you want to do that. Oh, wait. Oh, you already did it. You already did it. I mean, playing games like Framed, where the chat helps you guess the movie. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. See, I don't watch streamers, so I don't know what things I can actually do and can't do, so... I've just been lurking, but it's 5:25. I require sleep. Good night. I hope you sleep well. I know you're here for most of my streams and you are ahead of me time zone wise. I appreciate it and I see you, but please fix your sleep schedule. I promise, like, you can tune into Tuesday stream, which are more like Kiwi friendly. And you had to bend it. Hi, what's up? Nice to see you again. Nick is my boy. Nick is like our server pet. He gets passed around. Before he was actually one of my moderators, I believe he has a like Nick only role, which I believe is Royal Concubine, which I find quite funny. Had to test to see if you were dangerous at all. I see. Very cautious of you. Yeah. Yes, Drained is the game you can also play. Oh, GeoGuessr. Framed. GeoGuessr. I do know of GeoGuessr. You should be able to click on the buttons and hashtag roll. It's been a long day too. I need to clock off soon. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that neck crack, but damn, my neck really cracked. I still have the robots hidden now that I'm an advisor. I know, because advisors trump all. If you're wondering, my royal advisors, they are my mods for Twitch and Discord. My executioners, they are my Twitch mods. Watch time. Oh, you spent an hour watching. Hour and 20. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your time. Gotta watch more streams. Right, I have to head off. I got some things to you. It was a pleasure to meet you. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you as well. I hope you're active on the Discord, because it's lovely to see everyone. And I'm really fucking active on my Discord, so I hope everyone else can be as active as they are with me on the Discord as they are in my chat. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Jesus. Wait, I want to see what Nick's watch time is. Nick, do spill your watch time, because you've been here like since day one. Oh, yeah, 11 hours would be... Oh, yeah, I forgot we only set up... Thank you. Wait, shit. Wrong person, I think. I misread something. I think I need sleep soon as well. I think I'm gonna clock off soon. Clock off. Clock off? That's so funny. This is a thing I do as a hobby. Let me check something. Anything I need to check before I... Is there anything I need to check before I go? I need to remember to speak into this part of the mic. I think Nick needs sleep soon. I'm going to release Nick into the void. Do not worry. Fear not. Spoken like a full-time worker. That doesn't seem accurate. That makes sense. Oh, very nice. Nice to see you. Okay, so I'm going to clock off in a minute, because I am sleepy and I've got to wash a face full of makeup off, and I'm also crusty because my hair is full of dry hair shampoo right now, and that's kind of gross. It feels kind of gross anyway. So I'm going to be heading off now. What day is it today? Today is Monday. Okay, so I will see everyone on Discord. If you're not on Discord, I will see everyone on Twitch at at 1 p.m. AEDT time on Tuesday. If you're on the West Coast, that is 10 a.m. Tuesday. If you're on the East Coast, specifically Queensland, that is 12 p.m. And if you're in Melbourne or if you're in Victoria and New South Wales, that is 1 p.m. in your Arvo. Yeah, I know it's Monday here anyway. So I hope to see everyone later. Any plans to raid out? Of course. Of course. Not gonna lie, I don't select the raids. I have Nick do that because it's more fun to see what he selects. Not gonna lie. Normally he has really good picks, but the one pick he did last time was kind of questionable. I think he selected a guy crashing out on Valorant, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Yeah, I know. What's a raid message? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What's a raid? Who the one who raids? And wait, I have to answer questions when I raid? What? Oh shit, I didn't know I had to do that. I did not know I had to do that. I see. Shit, I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, I don't have to do, okay. Preferably, not gonna lie, I don't really want to do that. They always, I'm so sorry. So how does this work? Because I feel bad now. So, it's customary and common, so I'm an asshole because I said Nick to do it. Okay, let's raid someone together. Okay, I don't know if anyone's, I don't know how this works. Okay, can Nick choose someone to raid and I just kind of show up there? Is that how this works? Yeah, no. Also, normally when you raid someone, they're gonna ask you how to stream. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, you need your Twitch open. Okay. What do you mean my Twitch open? How does that? What do you mean my Twitch open? Help. I watch it via Stream Managers. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Because I watch it via Stream Manager, or do I actually have to get it up on my? Let's go. We'll get it up on my phone. Also, I never answered the song that gives me the most feels. Song that gives me the most feels is probably Valentine by Coin. Anyway, raid message. You can watch your own. I can watch my own stream on Twitch. Okie dokes, let's go to Twitch. Give me a second, and then we'll raid someone soon. Okay, let's watch. Cool, I'm watching myself, and I don't want to hear my own audio. Okay, so I can watch myself, and the lag is insane. But best to have. Okay, I see. Okay, I am ready when you are, Nick. You can select someone to raid, and I'll shove the ending screen on. Who do you plan on raiding? He normally selects. Please select a woman this time. The one time he selected a guy, it was someone like rage quitting in Valorant. So can we please select someone nice this time? Very much appreciated. And good night. I will be joining the raid with you, so I don't know if my audio's on, but that was hilarious.